it does, great. If not, we'll see. Alright, it is
Oh, great.
live.
I found a market gardener.
Oh, okay. Um,
Sad no one here gets that joke.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
I didn't care.
I didn't get it.
A different reaction. Every person.
It's a shovel from Team Fortress 2.
Didn't care, didn't ask. What?
Ratioed.
No, it's didn't care, didn't ask, didn't know.
they make me feel old. Alright, perfect. So all that's set up. Okay.
Also, thank you Grumpy, for building up the chunk loader.
Yes.
After annoying me.
I realized after the fact that I could have probably left on my own.
Think about it.
Next time I find you at the base, I'm just leaving you there. You can figure
That's
it out
okay.
how to get home on your
I
own.
can get it on my own now.
Yeah, you have a pocket wormhole. I think you're
I
the
don't
only player
know.
on the
I didn't
server.
have one yet. But there's another stars in the storage system, so I can make one.
That's good. You all should. You and I both should probably make one of them.
Well, there's two nether stars in there.
All right, I'll make sure they're made before we get on next.
Alright. The robbery's underway. Let's do it.
Dun,
Robbery
dun,
time.
dun, 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 dun.
You could just buy them as well.
Why would I do that?
Why would I do that?
Just an option.
That's crazy talk.
You're insane.
Listening. Okay. Alright. I'm just kind of trying to get something done here in the background while I'm listening to you guys. Okay, so it's all ready to go.
Good game.
Huh?
Gee.
What he posted in meme chat.
Yeah, but read the thing.
Yeah, I played the game. I know.
You might need this fight. Only true warriors will understand. One butter.
One butter.
Exotic butters.
No, nothing
Just butter.
exotic about it. It's just butter.
Just butter.
Butter weapon.
I don't think there was a butter weapon.
No, there wasn't. Wish there was though.
No, old Minecraft Gold looked like a block of butter, so people started calling the items butter weapons.
I think you mean the ingot.
On the right.
It was specifically just the ingot.
Well,
And
yeah,
there was
they
one person
still
who
call
coined
them
that
butter.
term.
And it was one YouTuber that started it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Sky.
Alright, before we start, I'm gonna grab another cup of coffee because obviously I haven't awoken enough yet. I'll be right back.
Caffeine. Is it gonna be smiling?
I hope not.
Drink that smiles back.
No.
Goldfish.
I don't
Cameron,
like.
that's the snack that smiles back. You absolute troglodyte.
Not on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
The drink that smiles back. Good old.
Sorry, Cameron. Shit show, shit opinion.
Damn.
I wouldn't call it shit.
Listen, it's the same humor as The Office.
Which is already heavily overrated in itself. Grumpy, here's your new book.
What the
Oh, I've seen
fuck?
that book before.
Yeah.
Do you have this? Did you take this picture?
No.
I wrote the book.
This is a very real book,
Jack
however.
Douglas is my pen name.
It is sold online, and it's pretty cheap too. It has varied reviews, some good, some bad.
Honest reviews? No.
Yeah, they're honest reviews.
No. Honestly, the plot was going pretty good up until around the halfway point, and then I started getting a little bored.
Around the cookbook part or the How to Raise Wolves part?
Or did it stop at the sex part for you?
Here we go.
Are you looking at the reviews right now?
I want you to know it is 4-star rated on Amazon. And
That
the other
doesn't surprise me.
the other recommended books, there's 3 other recommended books. Customers who review this I'm also reviewed. We have How to Live with a Huge Penis. How to Talk to Your Cat About Gun Safety.
Did
These are
I
all great
just
books.
hear someone talk about something called How to Live with a Huge Penis?
Yeah.
You know I'm
Specifically
streaming,
Jasmine.
right?
Oh,
I didn't know you were live yet.
I've been live for the last 5 minutes
On Twitch or the Style of Odds?
on my son. No, I have to on the World of Silencia YouTube channel because of the fact that I can't download the VODs afterwards off YouTube.
I was
So
looking at
the
the
last
thing
one
on
that's made.
Amazon and the other recommendeds for it.
you can hear the entire conversation on the VOD.
yep.
Yeah, anyone that wants, that's fine. I was just reading a book title.
So you're not streaming on YouTube, or are you?
He's on Twitch.
It's on Twitch.
No.
No.
He's
God,
on
you
YouTube.
guys
No.
are really, really bad at listening.
It's the same thing he was doing yesterday.
I'm doing
Except
it
he-
on the World of Silencia YouTube channel, which I very much clearly just stated a moment ago.
He did just say that.
Please ask me one more time. I will just go home. I'll take my toys and go.
I was about to say you're already home.
I'm in a bad mood. This keeps up. All right, you really pushing it. Fucking listen. God damn. Yeah, I have, as I mentioned, I cannot download VODs off YouTube for some reason once they're past a certain amount of time. Recording at the same time lowers the quality of the VOD, so instead, I'm just streaming to the World of Silencia channel, at which point those who watch the live stream, great, you get to learn and hear and watch the session. For those who don't watch it, they have to wait till it comes out when I can actually, since I can schedule it on here. My normal gaming shit will go on my VOD channel, though, if I actually start gaming and such again. But no, so the World of Silencia will be where I put all my shit on.
And was it yesterday you did on the VOD channel, right?
Yes, because
Yeah,
I
you
was
said-
testing it, and then when I found out I couldn't download it afterwards, which I think is the stupidest thing YouTube could do, that was the whole thing. Because when you stream to YouTube, for when you upload or take it off, download it off Twitch, Twitch compresses it to upload it onto YouTube. It still takes a while, but then it gets compressed further. So you can download that easily off YouTube. What goes from like a 2 gig video goes to like 50 megabytes or some shit, right? Problem is, YouTube doesn't do that. When you finish up a stream, it doesn't compress it down to make it downloadable. So,
Okay, gotcha. Because looking at the YouTube list, like it only shows me 2 people who are actually, air quote live. It doesn't show me that you're live. That's why
No,
I was
that's fine.
confused.
yes, this will be the main channel I go live for every D&D stream from here on out, because it'll just be easier to do it that way. So, and then I'll do my gaming whenever I decide I actually want to play video games again on VOD channel. Just kind of how it is. Hey, cool, I got a Starbucks reward. Oh, that's right, 'cause my birthday's coming up. Oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna be old. Oh, yay. Thank you, Starbucks. Thank you for reminding me.
No, you're gonna be older.
More year.
Wow.
No, man, that's what Starbucks is basically saying. No, I fully agree. Yeah.
Drink on me, bud.
Starbucks, you've aged.
You know, Starbucks at my age, instead of giving me a notification that, hey, you've got like a gift card that we gave you for a birthday, just put on there, hey, we've got a discount for vodka and coffee. Or mudslide and coffee, or any kind of alcohol and coffee, except for beer, and I'll come out and, I'd be willing to take my business. At my age, I'm not here for just coffee. Alrighty, though.
Starbucks
They can
indeed.
wish you were, though.
Right? So, as mentioned, for those who watch this back on the YouTube channel, or on the World of Silencia, that 1 to 2 people, mostly people in our group that watch this shit back for some reason. For those who do watch it, as a heads up, the original 2 shots on my VOD channel, you can go into my channels on this one and you can go find it there. As I will say again, so that no one asks it, and so if Cook does come to me about 20 minutes stating that I'm not live on my VOD channel again, I can legally kill him at that point.
I have a question
Again, the VOD channel, the
Don't
original
fail.
VOD will be on that VOD channel, and then the World of Silencia will have it on here for the second part. Go ahead, Cook. Please play the smartass. What you got?
Unto-
Johnny's gonna die.
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm pretty good.
You sure?
This time, yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm more than willing. I'm humoring you here. You've got my attention.
No, I'm good. Actually, hold on.
You play the bear sound, I swear.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm satisfied with myself. He's gonna kill me, isn't he?
This is gonna be a trap just for Johnny now.
He's thinking about it.
Alright, so last time we left off, the party managed to take down the initial corridor of the first level of Oventium. And kind of made the DM realize two things. One, he needs to just make this a monthly one-shot, because there's no way anybody's reaching the 100th floor anytime soon. And secondly, there's a mechanic I have to rework in Oventium, because I don't think I can work it with this slow progress. I thought the parties would make it there quicker, but I also expected a team of 6 instead of 4. No, Boris and Winks do not count enough to go towards
party.
6. Winks hasn't moved besides falling over and
Winks-
dying.
Lynx has died twice.
Stop surprising the party and maybe he'll live around.
No,
No,
that's not how this works.
No.
any AoE stuff is just going to kill him outright, and I do not feel
Yeah.
bad for him.
But
I
yes.
just feel bad for his existence becoming pain.
So we are going to be doing maybe once to twice a month run. We'll kind of see. Again, we will be streaming D&D normally Sundays and Mondays, and then you'll continue with the normal schedule. But the one shot might come back as a fun thing to do. If the players suddenly decide they're all bored and want to drag me back on to be online. Otherwise, I'll be building a giant waste of space later. Alright, so let's get started. So yes, last time we left off, the party managed to get through the intro to the story, getting a little bit of backdrop on why they are here. They're giving the viewers a chance to kind of hear about what their thought processes were and what they were planning in general from that perspective of showing up to Eventium. After conquering the first initial hallway, using Boris, the amazing blue cave bear, and a famed mammoth. God, I can't get this fucking. Something's caught in my throat. If any makes a dick joke.
I don't think any of us are brave enough to with where we are.
I didn't even think about that until he mentioned it. I'm gonna be honest.
After
I wanna live today.
fighting the ghost dragon and his compatriots, finding out that that was the intro to this dungeon, the party took a very easy combat with a couple of mimics that turned out to be a little less easy than they originally were hoping for. However, as the party managed to find their way through into a small room with some mimics, they found some decent loot, to be honest. Gathering up for John Paul Henry here, finally a magic weapon, and a couple of scrolls that they divvied up, as well as some gold they divvied up amongst themselves prior to session. So they've all figured out their loot stuff. We come back to the party having just taken a long rest. None of the monsters seem to have come back or returned. To our two magic casters, Katz and Vidoral, you would be familiar enough, at least with the basic concept of Oventium. You guys are high-level people in this world. You've done at least as much research as you possibly can on e-dungeons such as this. And knowing full well that so many have stated that the monsters themselves regenerate if that dungeon floor's boss isn't killed. It seems that through slow buildup of that monster's magic being so powerful, it would slowly bring back those monsters that have sworn fealty to it. Very similar in a sense to a fiend in the Domain of Moors. Or if
We,
you're- yes.
How slowly are we talking?
yeah, or do we have like a time frame in mind of how long we think it would take?
Most references say between a couple of days to up to a month, depending on the strength of the monster. The stronger it being, the slower it takes, or the longer it takes for it to return. However, it is also very common that adventurers who have made it further down, the 15th floor being the furthest noted in any books having to been searched and gone through, is that a lot of the times most adventuring parties do not actually try and fight whatever the monster of that floor is that controls it, due to the overwhelming power they naturally have. And many just continue on going further down, or making a deal with that floor guardian, in a sense, to bring them back something or bring them loot in exchange for passage. So, with that in mind, after spending a full 8 hours resting in this little room with the statue kind of pushed to the side still, you have your golden key, you have your loot. We come back, and I will actually give you a little map of what you've seen so far.
Map.
I like maps.
Map.
The map. The map.
Alright. Now, you guys are familiar with the hallway that you came into, which is listed as 9, and 10 being the little room you camped out in for the night. Thankfully, as most of the monsters did not even notice you arriving, apparently as you managed to stay in the room, nothing seems to have happened. None have come in the middle of the night, and it all seems peaceful. So, what would you all like to do?
I will start by casting Foresight myself and Mage Armor.
Alright, give me an Arcana check to see how much you get to see into the future for, like, your own flavor vision.
26.
26! Alright. Give me a moment. Okay. So, the first thing that comes to mind, as you begin casting this, as the others are waking up, you realize in the next room that it is fully flooded. You find yourself surrounded, swimming around in what looks to be some sort of thicker water, and fighting what looks to be three large monsters that seem to almost be kind of shadowy figures. You're pretty sure one looks to be a giant turtle, though, as you see the shell.
I will relay that to everyone.
I'm gonna immediately look at everybody and be like, don't get in the water immediately then. I have an idea.
Okay.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Knowing full well that the bear will probably ignore me. But I have given proper
Boris or Johnny Paul Henry?
Yes.
either of them.
What
Uh,
I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen is we're gonna go into those doors, they're gonna close, and the whole room's gonna flood. I don't know if it's exactly a get into the water situation.
I have a spell that we at least won't asphyxiate to death.
That's good.
That does.
So, however, I can. I'd have to cast it at 5th level to get all of us, and that's not counting Winks or Boris.
I can. I'll make
will
Winks go
not-
away.
Yeah, Winks won't have to. As he's a familiar, he does not need to breathe.
Boris needs to breathe though.
And I'm
I
making
think
that
Boris
con-
should wait
confirm.
outside the I'm gonna be.
Boris will need to breathe. Boris is a living creature, is not a familiar.
Boris should wait outside the room.
But yeah, as you stand in the hallway.
Bad idea, but okay.
Okay.
I will snap my fingers and make Winks disappear and put him in the place where I can call him back as an action.
Well, he's a familiar, correct?
Yes, but as Find Familiar says, you can, as an action, make them disappear.
Oh, without having to cast again. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I see what you mean. Yeah, no worries. Oh, excuse me. 2 things of yogurt this morning caused me to be just burpy all day. Alright. So yeah, you guys stand in the hallway still with the 7 dwarven statues, the 1 elven statue that you figured out, kind of sitting in there. What do you lot want to do? The doors are in front of you, still sealed shut.
Well, who wants to shove open the doors?
Well, you said you had a thing you want to do, so you should lead.
Alright. I'll go up to the doors and see if I can push them open.
As you go to put your hands on both doors, suddenly the doors shape from this like simple like flat stone wall into what looks to be two crowned sea elves with long beards carved into the doors. The eyes on each of them both start glowing blue. The doors immediately open completely up, all the way up to the side, smashing into the side into the walls themselves, and you see this large open room. That is approximately from its widest point, roughly about 70 or 80 feet wide. The ceiling far beyond what you'd guess, maybe 100 feet tall. Separate rooms seem to go off to each side. You see that down below. You're immediately looking in front of you, Van. You see that there are 3 staircases going down to the main area, and as soon as the doors open, you start to hear the water filling up quick. But as it kind of starts to slowly seep up over to the edge of the balconies, it stops right at the doorway where the 2 doors that you open, and seems to kind of freeze and just kind of go up as if there was something still there blocking it. And immediately, then you begin to see the giant dragon turtle swimming about, waiting.
Well, I'm just gonna poke a hand in there real quick, and I'll make a dick move. Let's see how it likes a lightning bolt.
Give me a roll, an initiative for everyone first, and as well, then I'll let you run your electricity as a surprise round.
That is a 29.
I guess I won't have to worry about the surprise round. Jesus Christ.
We have a surprise round?
16.
This is alert.
Yep. All right. 16.
This is one
for
of
Joe
those
Conner?
whacked.
Okay.
Yep.
In.
Yeah, normally it updates, but for some reason, John's it came up as a 5 because you clicked initiative twice instead of rolling with advantage.
Yeah, I was kind of foolish. I saw the A on it, so I thought it would just do it automatically. I'm like, ah, shit. I guess
No,
I
you're
didn't.
good. No worries.
It does not. It just informs you, yeah.
Okay. Vaughn, let's go ahead. And you're using what spell?
Lightning bolt. It's a dex save for the turtle, and as long as it's within a line of 100 feet.
It's a dex save? Alright. So there's
Yes, but it's also in water, so this might do some fun.
Wait a second. There are 2 other creatures I have to roll for. The highest was an 11.
All of them fail.
Okay. Go ahead and roll up your damage.
That is 30 lightning damage.
Alright. I'm just checking something. And none of these. Wait, are you? Oh, wow. Wow! Dragon turtles aren't weak to. Interesting. Okay.
No, they aren't.
No, not at all.
I think that's kind of unique because in my opinion, water monsters should have, unless they naturally have some sort of availability to use natural electricity, should be weak against fucking electrical. And you know, but maybe that's just me. All right, whatever. All right. Yeah, as you go and as you stick your hand in, immediately lightning erupts all throughout. You see the dragon kind of stutters for a minute and kind of looks over at you angrily. And then you see the 2 solid objects to either side of it that suddenly kind of solidify, and you realize there are 2 more water elementals inside that pool. And it waits and stares at you.
Well, I'm not getting any closer. I don't need to. How about another shocking revelation? I'm not moving, so another lightning bolt.
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
Yes, it was. I can fully admit that.
11 and... Does it
If
12?
it's not an 18, it fails.
Alright, go ahead and roll your damage. Jesus.
That'll be 34 more damage.
You know, I wonder if water creatures don't have a resistance to lightning, because I don't know if it is, but is there a rule anywhere talking about how much damage something takes if it hits by lightning when it's in water?
No.
It used to be, I think, 3.5, but...
Was it like it gives like disadvantage on the save or something?
I know,
I
like,
don't know.
Well,
I know that the Kraken resists because it summons lightning itself. For example.
As far as it goes, there isn't disadvantage unless you're not a water creature in that case. Grumpy. Yeah. So if you can't swim in water, yeah. But no, the interesting thing is both water elementals and dragon turtles are immune to paralysis, which is interesting given the fact that, again, electricity being more conductive in water, you'd think theoretically it would. But, oh well, I will leave D&D alone, D&D Beyond alone. I've given them enough shit this month. Alright, so as you go and shoot out, again, causing the dragon turtle, and it just seems to glare at you as if it's readying something.
And you know what? I'm just gonna leave that at that and pull my hand out of the water and just sort of smile at it.
Okay. That's the end of your turn?
Yep, I'm not using a bonus action this time.
Okay, give me a
That's
second.
because I have none that are applicable.
That's good to know. Give me a second. Pulling up something, but really quickly.
I don't want to go into that water, guys.
We might be forced to be in there. We'll see.
Nah.
Oh, well, there's not a lot I can do. Most of my spells that are higher level are strength and like con based.
Yeah, there's water elementals in there.
Jumping in the water like,
Unless I cast like earthquake, but I don't know how effective that'd be to things in the water.
Actually, it could be really dangerous. That could cause tsunami, which does batter fish underwater quite a bit.
I have the spell tsunami too.
Alright. That's the end of your turn, Vaughn. Cuts, you are up.
Yeah. How far in the water are they from where I'm standing?
From where you're currently standing.
Yeah.
Let's see. So. About 80 feet. There's 10 feet between you and the doorway into the room, and then there's 70 feet between that doorway and where the dragon turtle and two water elementals are.
Yeah. And there's area above the water where if I could fly, I could just.
Nope.
No.
The room is
Yeah,
fully submerged, technically.
It's
A
a
lot.
fish tank.
There's not a lot I can do here.
You
I
could
kind of just want to get to
polymorph
cover. I kind of want to get to cover and wait until I'm needed to heal somebody. To be completely honest.
Well, you take cover behind the statues. You are short enough.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Or in alcoves that the statues are standing in.
So I guess I'll be holding an action to cast whatever I need to heal somebody.
Okay.
No.
Alright. Johnny Paul Henry, you're up.
oh,
Go get him, big guy.
thanks. Hold on. You know what? Wait a minute. Oh, okay. There's not much I can do here, unless I legit want to go, like, pedal to the metal and hop in. You know?
Yeah. I can't get in there and try and swim. I'm in heavy armor. I'll sink.
Well,
I'll run out of range eventually.
you guys better help heal me, because, I guess I
Aw.
will.
Going head first in there, huh?
You know what? Okay, actually, I have a question for you, DM. When someone's in wild shape, I know they can't use their weapons, but can they still use any, like, of their abilities as well? Like, if I wanted to rage.
So, in 3.5, yes. In 5e, no. Unfortunately. So, and I will stick to the 5e rules for the time being, as that's what I've been running off of. So, no, you wouldn't be able to use any of your abilities while you're polymorphed. You'd be able to use the abilities of your polymorph. Unless it states
That's
otherwise.
polymorph. Wild shape isn't polymorph.
Wild shape polymorph, it's the same, it's treated as the same in 5e. Regardless.
Hunter, do you want to
'Cause
polymorph into a dragon turtle?
Well, because I was about, like, I can't cast spells, but I don't know if rage is considered a spell.
Rage is an ability that you can not activate while in polymorph, or while in wild shape.
You could be fish.
Oh, it does say you retain the benefit of any features from your class? If that's what rage is?
That is a class
It's a
feature.
feature.
See, I would normally agree, but I've learned not to trust Cameron's word whatsoever, so I'm gonna
just
look.
looking it up, and I'm not.
Again, I don't
That's-
trust Cameron's knowledge whatsoever. Yes, rage is a class feature, so yes, if that is the case and how it's worded, then yes, you'd be able to use the class feature.
Okay, because I don't want to like hop in there and become like a dolphin or something to only not be able to do anything.
Are you gonna slap him with your tail?
Pretty cool, wouldn't it?
It'd be something.
You'd probably be insulted more than hurt.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, Linda. All right. So, I know I can wild shape up to something that's 1 CR. So, can I just hold my action until I find something, and then when I find something, I'll go after whoever's currently going?
Yeah. The option, I can polymorph you into a dragon turtle and just let you go. Because there's not a lot of wild shape ones here that's going to be that useful.
Become the thing.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you can polymorph me if you want.
If you're gonna polymorph him, give him the character or give him the monster sheet. Toss it into the Oventium chat for what you're polymorphing him into.
I'll copy paste the one on D&D Beyond for dragon turtle.
Yep.
Because then I'm pretty sure he can also easily look it up on the after I send it on the little monster list thing on.
Probably, but just better to have it in the chat.
Yeah. Unless you want to be a Kraken or something, but I don't think Kraken are as high CR. One shot Oventium.
I think it depends. I think
Yes.
I know they lowered the Kraken, but
Kraken's like a 14, 15, I think, something like that. They're not that powerful. But Hunter, so you're probably gonna take like start sprinting towards things so you don't crush partner because these are very large creatures.
oh yeah, no, I was totally gonna like hop
And
into
I'll,
the
like,
water and
I'll
then
morph
just...
you as you make it to the water.
Dragon
You'll just get-
Turtle's actually lower than Kraken. Kraken is CR 23. None of us can actually be.
Oh, well, I can't turn him into a Kraken then. That's not a thing I can do.
Be level 23, man.
Oh yeah, totally.
So, Kotz, you're using your held action to polymorph.
Polymorph Johnny Paul Henry as he sprints at the water.
Okay. Alright, so as you jump in, you see as John Paul Henry's body starts to like grow a shell onto his back, and he slowly starts to expand as his face becomes more reptilian, and his body eventually turns into a dragon turtle. Perfect. Okay. You turn into a giant dragon turtle. You did use 10 feet of your movement speed. You have, what is it?
The dragon turtle's swim is 40 feet.
You are correct. Yep, so you have 40 feet for swimming left, or 30 feet left of swimming movement if you want to use it, and the dragon turtle is still 70 feet from you.
Mm-hmm.
If you move another 10 feet, you can end up hitting it with the steam breath.
Thank you, Cameron. Thank you.
Or you could kill the water elementals to get rid of those two little smaller
Well, the
dudes.
steam breath is a 60-foot cone, so hit it them too.
Yes, Cameron. I know.
He has the sheet.
Oh no, I was telling Chaston.
Why are you telling Chaston? I'm the dragon turtle.
Also, I had to send him the sheet. I also have the sheet.
Cameron.
All right.
Okay. So, I will go over to the not dragon turtle. The how far is the elemental on the right?
Both of them are also 70 feet from you.
Gotcha. I'll move 10 feet towards diagonally towards the elemental on the right.
Okay. So as you move up, your cone will hit all three, as both water elementals are on either side of the dragon turtle. So if you're using your steam
they're
breath, you're going to
close.
hit them. Yes, they're all within 5 feet of each other.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yes, I will totally do a steam breath.
All right. So it means a con save
Yes.
from each of them. Okay. That's a 24 from the other dragon turtle, a 10, and a 21.
Okay, so it's an 18 to save, so I think
So
one of
one
them
suc-
fails.
The dragon turtle succeeds, and the water elemental succeeds, but one of them fails. So go ahead and roll up your damage.
15d6 fire damage.
Yep. Alright, let's
Many
see
dice.
here. And I believe it's half damage on a success, right?
Yeah. So I'll calculate. Don't worry.
Alright, 49 damage.
All right.
I rolled a lot of low numbers.
So 24 on one of them, and then 49 on that one. Alright. As you breathe out, this steam kind of evaporates some of the water, which immediately fills in as you watch the bubbles kind of sizzle up, and the water elementals both turn red.
Huh.
Literally boiling them.
I do have a question. Do I
Yes.
need to roll for the recharge?
So
Like, how does that work?
That will be round 5 to 6. So when you click it, or yeah, you can go ahead and roll with it on your next turn to see if it recharges.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, on your next turn, you just basically have to roll for a 5 or 6 to see if you get it.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
All right. Turn over.
Alright.
Boris is gonna hang back for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Wait,
He's
probably a
gonna.
good idea.
He's gonna get out of the way and hopefully not kind of like hunker on, I guess, on the other side, kind of like what Chatson's character is doing, if it's possible.
Okay. So hiding behind getting into one of the little cubbies. I mean, Boris is a little bit big, so getting into the one where the elven statue was, where you guys were hiding or spending the night in that room, would be where he'd end up.
Gotcha. I can just imagine like standing on high legs and just scooting in.
Yep. All right. That is the end of your turn then. Kotz, you used your held action, so technically you are up next. You did use one of your actions and your movement. I assume there's nothing else you want to do.
No, because that polymorph is concentration, so I can't use any of my concentration stuff, and my non-concentration doesn't have the range.
Okay. All right, then Vidoral, you are up, my man.
Oh boy. Okay. How far away is the dragon turtle?
Well, from
That
you,
is the enemy.
It's also about 80 feet, 10 feet from the door, and then 70 feet in. However, now you have a giant John Paul Henry dragon turtle blocking
You
your
have
sight.
another dragon turtle.
Moved diagonally, didn't he though?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Well, he
Yeah.
would have moved straight forward either way, regardless of how the hexagon room is shaped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can't see the dragon turtle.
Not
should
unless
probably
you
go
want to
into
go
the room
into the
and then-
water and then go to one of the sides, and you'd be able to see. However, you will be doing con saves every round for holding your breath, which the DC will go up by 1 every round.
What is the original DC?
At your level, or at assumedly a level of 20, the first DC starts out at 10, and it just goes up from there, and it's just a con save.
Okay.
So, Grumpy, just so you know, air bubble, which I for suffocation, is not concentration. So on my turn, I technically could just air bubble people.
Yeah, I will go into the water and move left.
Okay.
Yeah, until
So-
I can see the dragon.
Yeah, as you walk in, you'll be moving up about a total of 20 feet from where you were, and then another 10 feet to the side, which will come up to 30 movement speed, which is exactly your speed, thankfully. And as you come out, you're on one of the sides. You can now see clearly. Let me give you a depiction of the room real quick so you can kind of get a general view of what you guys are looking at in here.
Yeah, I did. I was gonna ask, but I didn't want to be a pain.
No, you're good. I'm just getting some markings on here.
Oh, I just realized air bubble's 2 extra globes per level. I thought it was only 1. Oh, that's a lot nicer than what I thought.
There you go.
Oh. Okay.
You can bubble us all
Okay.
for a lot less than you thought.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That's
I've got
a
it.
cool looking room.
That is a cool book.
Oh, I've got. This is part of one giant map that I kind of may have stole off Pinterest and then rebuilt to something else I was working on.
That's
With
fair.
the drawing.
Okay.
Yes.
It works.
And I can still have a concentration up while in the water, right?
Yeah. You will have to every round roll con saves in either way, so that'll be part of it.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'll, as bonus action, cast Hex on the dragon turtle,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna hit it with some Eldritch Blasts.
All right.
Get another crit, Grumpy. I believe in you.
Walked in there and I started
Oh,
blazing.
imagine.
We'll see. It's a 25 to hit.
25 does hit.
Okay. So that's 6 force damage and 2 necrotic.
Thankfully,
And
it's
its
not immune
movement
to necrotic.
Okay. And its movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay, so it can only swim 30 feet now. Okay.
Okay. Next one. That is a 29 to hit.
That hits.
That
Sure.
is. What is it?
Is your whole build just to chip away at enemies really rapidly? Is that what this
Yeah.
is?
Maybe.
Yeah.
14 force damage.
Say hello to the machine gun warlock.
Yeah, really.
5 necrotic.
Bro does
And
not enough damage, but he chips hard.
And now
Look-
its movement speed is now 10 feet lower.
Okay, so now he can
When
only
a
move.
single
20
Eldritch
feet.
Blast is 4 beams, it's effective.
Mhm.
Yeah. Next one, natural 20. Let's see if I can confirm. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Oh, he did.
He did! Oh my
What?
The
god!
man, the myth,
Fuck
the
you.
warlock.
That is
luck.
two.
No.
That is 2 monsters you knocked out with KO.
Dear
Ah.
god!
We're saying it's
Hawkins
in,
freaking
water.
first round.
it's in D&D Beyond too. I can't even dispute it. All right, how would you like to do this, Fedoral?
Blast its head off.
You just said that last time.
Boring. Boring
No,
camp.
fine. Fine,
Um,
make it explode from the inside out.
Don't tell him what to do. You.
I'm gonna heat up the water so much that it bakes from all these Eldritch blasts.
All right,
Bakes into crisp.
you watch as Fedoral begins putting, looking like he's launching some sort of purple fire into this strange amalgamation of black smoke that suddenly starts to cause the water around it to boil as he shoots it out, barely missing Johnny Paul Henry. You watch as it erupts around the dragon turtle, putting into a massive thing of steam, and you just watch as the dragon turtle goes from this like serene green to a bright red almost instantaneously, and just completely fries. The creature starts to kind of float up to the top, and
Delicious.
thus kills the dragon turtle.
Which is really impressive considering they resist fire.
Yeah,
Hey. Okay, I have one more to go.
yeah.
So
Take
I'll
out the
target.
water elementals.
Which one? No, they both. Well, I'll target the one that did not succeed its saving throw.
Okay.
Ba-ba-ba. There's a 29 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it won't have hex, but
That's fine.
that's okay. 6 force damage, and its movement speed is 10 feet lower.
Well, it's actually its movement speed is 0. As you watch as immediately
Okay.
Vidoral turns as finishing up the shot, shoots another thing of black smoke towards one of the water elementals, and it just seems to dissipate into the water, looking as if it vanishes. There's one water
Alright.
elemental left standing.
All right, that's it.
Okay. Now it's the water elemental's turn.
It just watched all of its friends die.
It
Yeah.
did. I need a con saving throw from John Paul and Henry with his new Dragon Turtle stats.
Alright, that's what we like to see.
Which
A,
is a
so
plus
that's
11.
up. Yes, I see. I see, says the blind man. Alright. 17.
You fail, and you watch as immediately the Dragon Turtle, known as John Paul Henry, immediately starts takes. How much is that? If it will load for me, please. Dice, please go away. Dice, really, you block. You take 68 points of cold damage as you suddenly feel your entire body freezing, John Paul Henry. The water elemental readies its cast once more. I need you to again make another con saving throw.
Okay. 20.
You just barely made the DC. As you feel yourself, the water around you starts to slightly freeze around you, and for a moment you feel the cold creeping in, but seem to shrug it off just as easily. You watch as the water elemental dissipates at the same time as it finishes casting, as it sacrifices itself to get its final cast off. Thus,
Just said-
as
really
the
said,
room
"Fuck you."
begins to drain, it did just say "fuck you."
Fuck this!
For this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, as the room begins to drain, immediately, the dragon turtle form, I assume you cancel it out, Katsu?
Once the water's down low enough that I know this large, very furry man won't drown.
Fair. Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
as the water starts to dissipate, you all exit combat for the time being. Let me pull up the loot as you watch as the body of the dragon turtle kind of drops to the ground, still fried.
Looks like meat's back on the menu,
Be
boys.
real. I think
Guys,
polymorph
we got
is just
lunch.
becoming. I think polymorph is becoming my character's like main tagline. It's like a signature
Maybe.
development.
Well, Grumpy, this might be one of the creatures you can do ritual.
Yes, I
sacrifice
was
on.
going to do that.
I don't know if Dragon Turtle counts because they don't have legendary actions or anything.
DM, does it count, or do I have to just try and see?
I don't know the ruling of ritual of sacrifice. As far as legendary,
I know it's legendary creatures, but I guess
I don't know if it. I don't know what falls in that category.
I'll answer
should say.
eventually, don't worry.
Okay.
We good? Okay. No, so as far as it goes, it doesn't matter if it has legendary actions. You can sacrifice anything, technically.
Oh, okay.
I will sacrifice it.
Well, it's
Okay.
water elemental that kind of drained it and nothing is gone.
Alright, you're gonna sacrifice the dragon turtle that is, corpse that's there?
Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second to pull up my table for this.
is it selfish to say that as the flesh tank, I would like the potion of supreme healing?
Take it. I would like to pass off the scroll of Demiplane to our nice warlock, and I'll hold on to the scroll of anti-magic field.
Okay. So, let me go ahead. Give me a D100 roll, Bedorl.
Okay. 15.
15.
Also, I'm level 20. Well,
Nice.
time to go pick up a druid level again.
Okay. Alright. That'll come into account for next session, or next long rest. Okay.
Okay.
So as you begin casting the spell, drawing out a circle around where the dragon turtle drops to, it's going to take you around about an hour's worth of work to get the whole thing off, as the party gets a chance to look around.
The cast time of 1 minute.
Yes, but the setup is the problem.
Oh, okay. I see.
It is called ritual for a reason. Yeah, so, as the time will go on, you lot have time to explore a bit.
I do notice on the map there's 4 rooms.
There
Yeah.
are, and 3 exits.
Well, I'm gonna. Well, first let's split up these items. The scrolls, these potions. I'm gonna pass the potion to the barbarian, definitely. Anybody else got an argument against that?
No.
Nope.
Not particularly.
Give the spell scroll Demiplane to our warlock, so that, or whoever else wants it. I would just like the spell scroll of anti-magic field.
That's fine by me.
Me too.
All right.
I know. The bear gets the anti-magic.
Yes. Alright.
No, we're all
Actually-
good.
And then we should each probably take a look in a room, kind of one at a time, not to. break the
I
thing.
don't think we should do a room on our own. I think we should all, except Grumpy who's doing his thing, look, because last thing we need is one creature to be in there and screw everybody else.
I'm talking about the small rooms that are borderless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
should still, considering
No.
there's 3 mimics in one of those small rooms before that did a lot of damage, should probably not split up and have the healer by himself as well.
There. All right.
Okay. So, where is the, where do you guys want to start?
I guess the room labeled as number
Room.
15.
I was gonna say room 12 and work up numbers, but either
Well,
works.
either way.
Room 12 work
We're either going
numbers.
up or down.
Okay,
in
which room
number-wise.
is it?
15.
15. Alright.
Yeah, the side that Gord, that the Grumpy was nearest.
So as you enter into the room, you find a couple of cupboards, a couple of chests just gleaming with 7,200 GP.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's more money.
Mm-hmm.
More.
And I'm guessing the cupboards are empty.
Yep. As you look about, nothing seems to. As you open them up, nothing seems to be found in them.
All right. Off to 14, I guess.
Yep, we're working reversal.
Okay.
Yep. Counterclockwise here.
So you said 13. As you head
14.
over. Huh?
14.
14.
14.
Counterclockwise. So from 15 we go to 14.
Okay. As you open it, you see 3 simple chests in the room.
Before anyone even steps in there, I'm popping one with a crossbow bolt to see if it
I was
pops
thinking, yeah,
off.
I was just gonna have Grumpy shoot the lids off, but
I'm
Well,
busy.
Grumpy's doing his ritual.
Grumpy's
well, yeah,
busy,
when he's
so,
done. Other
It
way.
will be an hour's wait.
Yeah, so it's just easier for me to waste 3 crossbow bolts and pop each of the chests to see if they move.
That's fair.
So, roll to hit, I'm guessing?
Yeah, go ahead and take a shot.
That's a 12 to hit a chest, wow.
Yeah, the arrow goes in, the crossbow bolt flies in to this very simple looking stone room, slamming into the chest and just kind of drops to the ground. Nothing happening.
Alright, rolling 2 more times because shooting each of the chests.
Okay.
15! Wow, I am rolling low today. Saved.
Yeah, again, it goes straight into the chest. You can roll damage if you'd like, but just to see if the chest breaks.
I'll roll damage, may as well. That's 9 damage.
Oh. The arrow sticks into the chest and nothing happens.
Alright, and last chest. Another 15. And
Okay.
another 8 damage to it, so...
Yeah, the
Yeah,
arrow,
just-
the arrow just slams into it, kind of gets stuck into the chest and doesn't do anything.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, hey, Cats, would you mind investigating to see if there's any traps?
Yeah, I can check for traps. Yeah, sure. DM, would you like an investigation roll?
What? How are you looking for traps? Are you just looking around the room? What are we doing?
Yeah, more or less. Looking for anything obvious, any
Okay.
tripwires and such, anything like that. I guess.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
I'll be honest. Only a +2 because I have a +7 to passive only. But that's a nat 20.
As you look around, kind of glimpsing about the room, nothing. Excuse me. Nothing seems to catch your attention whatsoever, as it just seems like a simple room.
I think we're good. I mean, I'll go check myself. What's in the boxes?
No, I'll go. If, worst case scenario, you're the healer, I'm the barbarian. It's my job.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I could also just mold earth the, make a slab, just bring the chest to us. Either way.
We've,
I
guess
mean,
that's
I gotta
true.
walk in there either way and retrieve my bolt, so I'll just step in and grab it.
Alright, Cameron, go ahead.
I'll step in.
Vaughn, as you walk in, nothing happens. As you grab the bolts, they pop out of the chest pretty comfortably. Nothing seems to happen.
Alright, I'll pop the chest open I'll first see if they're locked.
None of the locks look to be really old and rusted, and seem to be falling off.
Okay, popping them open, seeing what's inside. Let's see.
Okay, give me a D10 real quick.
That is an 8.
Okay. Let me just...
I was really expecting, give me a dex save or something.
I was half expecting that.
Constitution saving throw.
I was waiting for another delayed fireball, I'm gonna be honest.
Alright, the entire party gets 25 HP back. As a random spell effect just goes off as you open up the chest. You see a little rock and it dissipates almost immediately.
I don't think anybody actually lost health.
Yeah, none of us
Get
did.
to-
Does that turn into
do we
10
get-
HP?
Yeah.
It is not temp HP, no.
No, it's just
Oh,
healing.
I forgot to get myself 22 temp HP for killing that thing.
Well, just
do that.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Alright, and that's all 3 chests?
And that's just the
all-
one chest you opened up.
I'll pop
Oh,
up the
God.
next one.
One at a time.
Okay. Give
is gonna
me
be a bad
a
spell?
D20.
Oh, bigger range.
That's a 12.
Guys.
Everyone give me a dex save, including the door roll.
There it is.
All right.
That's an 18.
Natural 20 plus 3 for Johnny.
21.
And a 11 for Boris.
If I fail, I'm using Indomitable. So,
Okay. Well, I mean...
it's a thing with Indomitable that says you can reroll a saving throw when you fail. So I have to know if I pass.
We could just
you-
wait to hear if
I,
you
I
fail.
will. I will tell you, you did fail. If you'd
Then,
like to use
yeah.
that. Okay.
Try to avoid as much damage as possible. It is worse. I have to accept the 14.
Okay. So as the ground begins to shake, the entire party, except for Vidoral and Johnny Paul Henry, you are knocked prone for a moment as the earthquake spell seems to go off, causing the entire structure to shake and immediately calm down.
Oh, okay.
What are you guys doing over there?
Fans
Opening chests!
Fans opening chests.
And opening the third one.
Give
Please
me
be
a
more careful.
D100 roll.
Oh,
I swear, Cameron, if you get us killed.
37.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Well, I need to make an attack roll.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna fight a mimic.
That's the best roll you guys could have hoped for.
Oh, wow.
That's a 32 to hit everyone.
Everyone, or...
Everyone at that doorway, minus Vidoral.
Oh, let's go.
has a plus 31.
I assume that everyone fails for that AC, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give me a
but does it not miss because it's in that one?
No,
Wow.
because this isn't a creature rolling this. This is a trap that just starts shooting acid arrows out straight from the walls of that room. It is 64 points of acid damage as they just continue to start shooting out to the entire party.
Van, you're not opening chests anymore.
You're no longer allowed to open chests.
But what happened, guys?
As you
do I just
turn,
look over
you
and
just see
them?
arrows that are melting through the ground and falling to the below area where you're standing near.
Did you guys not check for traps?
We did.
There
It's a
wasn't
ma-
one originally.
Well, there weren't any in the room. I didn't lie about that.
No, no.
You
Cameron
do
made a
find
trap out of thin air.
you do find after finishing up opening the chest a scroll of protection and 20 gold pieces.
Nice.
So I'll add that.
Perfect. Scroll of protection. What is?
What'd that do?
I'm just gonna continue to add to this list. All right.
Oh, it defends against a specific type of creature.
Sure.
Does it state on it which creature it protects this from?
It does not. You cannot. You know it's a scroll protection, but you can't tell what it reads otherwise.
You want me to read it? I can read anything.
Nah, I'm just gonna pass this off to our healer because he's gonna need the most defense.
Yeah, I was gonna recommend that as well.
I'm gonna pop it during a fight, and it's gonna be like a really specific thing that's not even an Oventium.
Yeah, I could read it and tell you
Apparition,
what it
beasts,
protects from.
celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, plants, or undead. It's just gonna protect you from plants. Here we go.
I hope not.
All right.
Well, that was 14. On to 13.
Time for 13! Woo!
Okay, as you walk up to the door, you see a strange little. Unlike the other doors that were just simple iron doors with a just a door handle that you opened up. This one seems to, while being still a heavy iron door, instead of having a normal round doorknob, seems to have a dragon's head and with a little gold ring coming out of it as the door knob to push and pull it open.
I look over at the resident with the gold key. I think this door is for that key we found.
I'll try. Yeah, sure.
I didn't recollect hearing there was a keyhole.
As Kotz walks up, looking about, there's no keyhole.
Nice.
Open it up. There's probably something in there that uses the key then.
Alright, Vaughn, as you go to open up the doorway, you see a very old-looking skeleton covered in robes with a staff that seems to have little skulls tied to it. And it seems to be just laying there dead. Or undead.
I think we hang back on this one for a second until we get Grumpy here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reclose that door.
Maybe, yeah, close the door.
Apologies, sir. I see you're busy.
You see as the spider webs just kind of continue just to blow slightly from some wind in the room.
We're gonna take a seat back from this one for a hot second.
As you
We're gonna put a pin in
close
this.
the door and turn back, it closes. Nothing happens. You see as Vidoral's kind of finishing up his ritual drawings and is getting ready to cast.
Well, let's go check the last room then while he does that.
Alright, yeah, let's check out 12 then.
Okay. As you come up to the door, you see inside seems to be a pile of nothing but gold coins, and a small bag, leather bag with looks like a frowny face drawn onto or sewed into it, and then a little necklace with red pearls for gems on it that you can see through the keyhole.
It's a sad door. I don't know if I want to go in there.
Not the door, the bag inside on the other side that you can see through the keyhole.
Still, a sad room. That's even worse.
It's a bag with a sad face on it. I don't know if that's gonna be healthy for any of us.
I'll
I'll
touch the
take
sad bag.
I don't. Yeah. I'll
just
touch
dead.
it so you could heal me after I die if that happens.
Alright, so as you open up the door and you grab it, add a bag of holding to your inventory, John Paul Henry.
Sweet.
There you go.
I'll grab the necklace then.
Feel free to add a necklace of fireballs to your inventory.
Who wants some fireballs?
Offensive options would be nice.
Yes, maybe
and-
give the healer some offense.
And for the GP, the amount of gold coins you find, assuming you take them with you, it's another 601,134 GP.
Oh yeah, Cameron, definitely give the necklace to Chaston, so he has better offense.
I'll pass it off to Chas.
Okay.
The cat.
Emergency offense options is nice.
Okay. Alright, so what would you all like to do as you watch as Vidoral finally finishes up his casting, and immediately a little bit of a light seems to erupt around the dragon turtle, and then for a second you see some sort of strange, almost slightly purplish large hand grab around the dragon turtle and pull it into this dark-looking void of a shadow into the floor, and just dissipate, and then the ritual lines dissipate as Vidoral comes back out of his trance.
Vidoral, we got a room to investigate. Let's go.
You're not gonna give me a second to reorder myself? Okay.
No, I guess not.
What's in here?
All right, back to
Resort
room
to skeleton.
13.
Alright, as you turn back around, heading back over towards this room, you come into the room, or you open the door and you see the skeleton laying there in purple robes, with his gnarled up wooden staff with little skulls tied to it, spider webs and dust kind of floating throughout the air. It's just a skeleton laying in the room.
I wonder what that staff does.
The staff is standing straight up with no assistance. However, the skeleton's hand is, you can see, is holding on to the staff at the very base of it.
Cats, is that staff magical?
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, if I can't tell, I have detect magic.
Or give me an Arcana check, or use Detect Magic.
I'll use detect magic. It's a lower level spell.
Neither are magical.
Okay. The answer is no.
Let's
do
go
I
win.
recognize this staff, or could I don't know, roll to see if I know what it is?
Yeah, roll history check. See if you can figure out what it is.
I want to see. I could totally be that guy and revive this random guy.
You could. That is a 26.
Only if he hasn't been dead for more than 2 years.
200.
200. Sorry.
200 years.
Which, you know, it might be longer than that.
It could be.
You. Give me a minute. I've got to find something to make sure I'm telling you the right amount of information here.
This was the guy that sent the note to Tick Trick. This is his brother.
Oh no.
That, as you look at the staff, you reckon that's not a magic staff. That's a longbow. That's been changed as you take a look more closer, Vidoral. You've heard about something similar to this. There used to be supposedly like a long time ago about some warrior that was supposedly really good at using bows, but everyone depicted him as an old man carrying a staff, which was always considered a wrong depiction. This looks almost identical to that painting you remember seeing. You can't remember the guy's name, but you do remember that the staff the bow was famous for having the skulls of its most famous targets tied onto it.
So, since literally none of us use bows, do we just want to sling it to like my back or something? Can I just leave it there or put it in the back?
I mean, I can use a bow. I just don't have the arrows.
Do you have arrows? Yeah, I was about to
It's
say.
not magical, so it's probably not that great.
Yes, but
It's
it is a
historical.
famous item that someone's probably willing to buy outside of Aventia.
True.
Yeah, I can toss it in the bag of holding.
Just
Yeah,
toss it
we
in
can
the
divvy up stuff like that later. That is not immediately
That's like a
useful.
historical piece. I mean, my character came here for the history, so that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we could. If we want to sell it, we can. If not, then I mean, it's not really worth anything to
Who
anyone.
wants to go
Private
grab it, though?
collection.
Sure. Like I said, I'll go ahead and just put it in my bag of holding. If
I
need
will
it.
hold an action for if the skeleton starts moving.
Okay. Sorry, and who's Johnny is going to grab it.
Yeah.
As you walk in to go grab it, yes, Katz.
Where is that you just sent me? Where do I feel that?
You are sensing that coming from the skeleton.
You guys should back away from the skeleton.
What?
As Johnny's like about to grab the staff, he stops and looks
He's
back.
already right in there.
Just, I'll explain in a second. Just back up a little bit.
Okay. Back up, hands up. I'm
So-
backing up.
He just kind of puts his hands down and slowly backing away, not turning his back to the
I
skeleton.
originally felt nothing, but when you got near it, there's now a lot of magic and items. I don't
From
know
what
why it
skeleton?
showed up.
Maybe we just let him have his staff and we'll just like move on.
Boris
Is it
starts to
longbow?
kind of sniff at the air and kind of stares, and then you see him slowly backing away from the entrance of the door.
I think, you think we, yeah, if it's a lich, do you guys think we could take it?
No,
I-
I don't want to though.
I think so.
We don't
It's a
want
small
to. Do we
room.
want
We'd
to?
easily be able to surround it and just beat the shit out of it.
I'm just gonna. That's gonna be that guy. Hey, you a lich? You alive? Technically.
Nothing responds.
Wake the fuck up!
That's Cameron. Stop
Nothing
trying to
responds.
shit talk the enemies.
I'm gonna grab one of the 2 least rare items on him and see what happens.
You're gonna walk in there.
Yep.
You're gonna walk.
Okay.
I-
So yes, Fedora.
I will hold an action for if the skeleton moves anyway.
I'll walk in there with him. That way he has someone else with him too.
Okay.
That way.
Hunter, with Grumpy as
I'll-
well.
I'll take cover on the side of the door, so if something like shoots out, I won't be in the direct line of fire.
He learned his lesson from last time.
Yeah.
Boris is hiding down towards the water now. He's just down there hanging out. Like, nope.
Hey guys, you guys want Winks to grab something from him? So you guys
No.
aren't in the way. In case it's bad.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't want Winks to die again. It's getting really sad.
It's getting depressing. We need a Winks death counter.
We're up to
We're at
2.
2.
Okay. So as you walk in you're grabbing one of the 2 potions, I assume, that you see on his belt suddenly?
Yeah, one of the 2 rare rated potions.
Okay. So as you walk in and you see the 6 potions on his belt that suddenly appear to you. Well, Vaughn, to you just see this like normal purple cloaked skeleton kind of leaning against its like seems to be covered in dust. doesn't seem to move, doesn't seem to have any magic. But Katz, what you suddenly see as you go to reach down is you see a living human with goat-like legs, hooves, and little horns coming out of its head.
Katz will stop reaching, kind of put his hand up and be like, well, hello there.
It does not respond. As soon as you go to stop reaching, it suddenly goes back to a skeleton.
Well, isn't that strange?
You know what?
So, Van, when you reach your hand near it, it comes to life, and when you get away from it, it goes dead again.
Okay, step out and shut the door. I might be able to handle this.
Okay. Van made his
Shut the
call.
door.
Alright.
Van made his call.
As Katz
wanna-
exits the room Van turns
Yes,
and grabs
close
the
the
door and
door.
shuts it.
Yeah, he made his call. I'll
I'm
let him
gonna
do
lean
whatever.
down and reach for the robe itself.
Okay.
And I want to roll Arcana first to see if I sense anything as I'm reaching.
Okay, roll Arcana. Let's see what you get.
That's a 19.
As you start to kind of lean down and reach for the cloak, no magic goes off.
I'll take the cloak off him then.
As you do, it's now the skeleton kind of falls apart as it falls out of the cloak. But the arm never stops holding the staff as it's holding at the very base where it touches the stone. The staff continues to stay standing, but the rest of the skeleton just falls apart onto the ground.
And then using the cloak, I will wrap it around the staff and pick up the staff.
As you do, give me a strength check.
I was just kind of assuming he's kind of shoved into the ground.
No, the staff is fully just standing on the stone. It's not...
That's a 9, but I'll try I'll use lucky so I can pop it again.
You're gonna use lucky on that?
Why? Why?
14, that's better.
Staff doesn't move.
Well,
Can we go back in the room now?
Are you done in there? What do you do to that skeleton?
You guys did hear the clattering of bones in the room.
What are you doing to that skeleton?
I'm gonna like slowly peek the door open and be like, "What's going on?"
now you should be able to grab it, unless his ghost is fully attached to it.
Okay.
Alright,
is
time to
I get-
lift.
I'll say.
Did
I guess
someone hear
I'll
strength
go,
check?
I'll go start grabbing items off of.
Somebody say strength.
Okay.
Good one, Grumpy.
You're gonna go in and start trying to grab the items, Cox, you said?
Yeah, I'll start with the potions because they're easier. and then
As
I'll
you
go-
walk in, the items are all gone.
Oh.
Minus the stuff that's still there.
Huh. How fun.
Dang it, Cameron.
No.
Alright. I will try to lift up the staff.
Alright.
He had four. He had 4 legendary items.
Give me an Arcana
Yeah.
check. Johnny Paul Henry.
Granted, one of the 4 legendaries literally none of
A 5.
Your strength and charisma suddenly switch.
Oh,
Excuse
Oh my
me?
god.
Oh, you are the most charismatic man.
well,
Well, the thing is, my strength is because of a belt.
Yep.
Oh,
But your natural
so-
score and your 2 natural scores of charisma and strength both switch.
okay, that's not the worst. You have like a
That's
Okay.
fine. That's actually fine.
Are you
You're
more charismatic now?
He just got more
Uh,
charismatic.
Yeah. But my strength is at least my strength's still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that to have to be.
So. Alright.
Right.
I suddenly got much more charismatic.
In your muscles, we see them shrink.
No, while they shrink for a moment due to the belt, they seem to regrow back up to proper size once again. And suddenly,
Anybody else imagining.
I think I can
All
convince
Might-
people now, slightly.
suddenly John Paul Henry's hair becomes much silkier. His face becomes a lot more clean looking. The bear around his face suddenly starts to the fur starts to kind of recede, and
The mustache vanishes.
you see a proper you see like almost a Nordic male that looks with dark brown hair and very astute knightly features.
Huh.
What the fuck?
You have no idea, John. You don't feel any different.
Oh my god, he's hot.
Why the fuck did you just call me that?
Slowly holds up a reflective surface to him.
Oh my god! I'm hideous!
You hear down at the bottom a bear laughing if a bear could laugh.
Also, I'm looking at the
Cameron,
item.
please, no.
Yep.
I'm so happy we don't have that shield that was on him. I don't want anyone having that. That's just bad.
But the staff
Well,
does
you
not
never
move,
shared
by the
the
way.
information.
John Paul Henry.
Okay, so I wasn't able to roll a strength check for it.
You did roll your strength check, it just didn't move. Did you not roll?
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to
No,
ask you to
I-
roll. Go ahead and roll.
You only made me roll Arcana.
That's true. For the cursed effect.
Because it's just a check, right?
Yep, just a strength check,
That's gonna become a 29 anyways.
which you failed to move it.
Oh,
Really?
Yep. The staff does
Oh.
not budge.
just gonna leave that there.
Well, hey, Chaston, maybe... actually, no. That's probably not it.
Let me see.
Like,
Well, if nothing else is happening, I'm taking the cloak back.
Okay. As you
That-
grab the
Don't
cloak
leave the man naked.
off the staff, yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's not a magical item. It's just a cloak.
It's a nice purple cloak. It's nice. Old.
As soon as he says that, you see it starts. One of the bottom pieces falls off, as the threads
very
are very
nice.
old.
okay, no, that's about right.
More of a vintage piece. Maybe you want to.
Alright,
I'll
I'm done
fold
with
it
this
up
place.
gently and put it into my pack.
Yeah, so I guess we're moving back to the main room.
Alright, so I guess, from now it's, do we go, according to the map that we have,
South,
further
east,
south,
or
or
west?
left or right?
Remember, boys, in a maze, always follow the left wall. Let's get it.
Actually, I was gonna say, can I do an Arcana check to see where the most power's coming from?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. Why not?
That's a 15. That's sad.
There's a lot of powerful magic coming from all around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With how you did foresight, is it possible for me to like enhance that and see what would happen if we did each individual one?
If you want it, you could cast Foresight on another individual to see if they see something different. You can take longer to cast it to see if you can get a longer vision. It will be an Arcana check just to see how powerful and potent it
You know,
becomes.
Grumpy, there's always a third option. You have a scout that's sitting on your horn, or that you can summon.
True. Also, I like to cast foresight once per long rest, so that I can't do that.
Yeah, it's a 9th level skill if I remember correctly.
Yes. Winks, go left.
Okay.
We'll open the door for him.
Okay, as Winks does. Give me one moment.
I
And
believe
I will look for
strength
his
and
sights.
share like emotion. You can't see through their eyes.
I can see through their eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some of them can. You watch. What's the AC of Winks?
Let me go. Let me look
It
up
is
Spirit
low.
Dragon real quick. It
Not
is
very-
not high.
Is it lower than
It
11?
is. No, it's a 13.
Okay. So 28. 17 points of bludgeoning damage as you suddenly watch as Winks goes through the door and is immediately slammed down by a very heavy wooden root, slamming him in the ground and pinning him there.
He's dead.
Oh, as he immediately poofs.
How much health does he have?
Less
has
than
7.
17 HP.
Yeah, Hunter. He's not even a CR1 creature.
He is a CR 1/4 creature.
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
so
not-
that door's plants. Who?
Plants that way, guys.
Plants.
Plants?
Plants.
We have a druid.
Druid time!
I'm gonna take a look out the south door while they're distracted by plants and see what's there.
South door looks a little bit bigger and wider. That might be actual progression.
As you look down the hallway, it's just an extremely long hallway. You'd guess probably goes on for a thousand or more feet. You can see
Big
side
hallway.
rooms to either side. The hallway seems to split into two specifics, and yet there are at least 3 more doorways on either side of the hallway down further.
Long doored hallway over here.
Yeah,
Should we
that-
check the east?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna recommend. Before we
Okay,
go
cool.
south, we should check west and east.
Okay.
Well,
So
West
I know we've
was
already
the
done
route.
west.
Weast.
Least.
Are you actually gonna open the doors and go down that hallway, or are you just opening them up to look?
we're opening up all the doors in the room to look.
Okay, so as you walk over to the hallway,
I will
You-
be right back.
These cats want to look down the
Continue
hallway
without
instead.
me. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
I'll look down the hallway. All right.
Yeah, so as you look, you see what looks to be strange black runes drawn on the sides of the hallway that seem to be glowing purple light for a moment. And that's it.
Can I read them?
Eyes of the Runekeeper.
I
Yeah.
can read anything.
That is true. You recognize these, and they each of the runes say Void Destruction.
Oh God!
That is a scary spell.
Let's not go that way, guys. Not a good idea.
Is it possible to mold earth all the runes away?
Wait, no, why would you do that? Don't mess with them.
Well, I don't have mold earth. I know
the only-
Chaston does, so I don't know how runes in this world really work. I don't know if it's like if you're able to destroy them before they activate, do they not
If
go
it's-
off, or if by
if,
altering them
like-
they go off?
If it's like DM's Magic Ends when they snap, they do damage. It's a 50-50.
What I miss?
There's void destruction runes in this entire
yeah.
hallway.
That last hallway's full of Void Destruction.
Hey Grumpy, so you have a familiar, right?
It's dead now.
Dead.
Just so you know.
All
What
right,
does it
all
take to
right.
resummon it?
It takes a spell slot, which I don't want to spend,
While they're discussing this,
You see
I
Boris is
will
hiding.
ready one.
and also an hour to cast it. So
I would like to walk over to the plant one.
Yeah.
probably our best option.
What were you saying,
I,
Bob?
I was gonna say, while they're discussing this, I want to ready stepping into the mist and go up and try and destroy one of the runes a bit,
okay.
Okay.
so that if it activates, I'm popping, stepping in the mist, and getting back to the doorway.
I understand
Who
actually
did the
far
Arcana? Who did the? Oh, it was Vendora reading it.
Yeah, that is what it is.
You
It
just
is a
read
void
it.
destruction rune.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Is it okay if me and Boris hit the deck, just in case?
Yeah, I want to be very out of the way.
Give me a moment. Oh, there's also counterspell runes, guys. In the back of the room. So don't cast any magic, because it's just gonna activate that. Or wait.
Actually, that's even
use a
better.
whole bunch of.
At
I wonder if
8th level,
you
by
can
the
use-
way.
I wonder if you
I'm
can use
gonna-
cantrips, because
I'll
they might
stop.
just.
I'll stop them when I'm told that, and I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame into the room.
As you do, the room begins to light, and nothing happens.
Is the rune still there of
All the
counterspell?
runes are there.
Do you want me to throw an Eldritch Blast at the rune in the back, guys?
No, I got a better idea.
Yeah,
How many
before you
runes
do
of
that, I'm gonna be on the
counterspell are
other
there?
side of the room.
Yeah. So you watch as John Paul Henry heads over towards the plant door, along with
Joining
Caps.
me over here.
How
What
many
did you
ru-
say?
How many runes of counterspell are there?
You see 4 in total, Vendoral.
Okay, there's 4.
And,
And
you
they're
see a
within
total of
120 feet?
12 different void door rune or void destruction runes.
There's 12 void destruction runes.
How big's the room? Did you ask, Vaughn?
How long is it? Yeah.
1, 2, 45 feet.
Perfect. I'm gonna back up to the point where I'm at 120 foot distance to the counterspell runes.
Okay.
We'll also go that
And-
far away.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure everybody else is back that far too,
They are. They are farther. Yeah.
Further than that. Yeah.
and I'm going to pop 2 spells. After waiting a moment, of Magic Missile hitting 8 of the runes.
Okay.
Actually, hitting 6 of the runes because this is 3 darts,
You-
so first level.
You watch as they launch into the walls and the stone where the runes are carved, and nothing seems to happen.
Okay, so they aren't destroyed by force damage.
Let's just leave the runes alone.
Let's wait for that room, because I could pop the scroll, but I'd rather not.
The roots that crushed Winks, are they still, like, visible? Still in the walls? and
As
everything?
you open the doors, you can see about roughly. Give me a minute to pull it up. Loading. About 5 small trees, kind of dotted throughout the walls of the room.
Alright. I'm gonna be real. I did not think this spell would help. I just didn't have much else. I have Speak with Plants. So
Look at
we're gonna
that.
see.
Alright, let's do the plant room.
Okay. As
So
you
I'm gonna
open the
cast
doors,
my
yeah.
spell.
Okay.
Yeah, it is just a self spell, and then I'll just try to. So, what's going on, guys? They try to talk to the plants.
No, they don't seem to respond.
Rude.
Root trees.
Do
Well,
I walk?
Worst comes to worst, I used to be a forester.
If that's what you want to go try, I could try to walk in and see what happens.
We just
Go right
burned that.
ahead.
I might just get crushed like Winx, but I'll get a step closer.
You know what? How about this? Me and Boris will take up your sides, and you'll be in the center. So you'll have some fine.
Boris
tanks.
just is staring at Johnny as he's recommending this. Is like, what the fuck?
You know what? Van's gonna look at Boris and be like, "It's really your student. I'm worried for your safety."
Boris looks at Van and starts walking into the plant room by himself.
Yep. Let's go. Birds.
All right. As you two follow up behind Boris, suddenly the roots of two of the trees seem to block the way and come slamming into the stone right in front of you, blocking your path. One of
guys.
the trees begins to speak in Druidic,
Yeah, I know that.
and it goes, "Thee who speaks to the trees, know that beyond your end is seeked."
And in what way?
One,
Probably death.
No, I meant like what's gonna kill us.
the one who controls this floor is beyond these doors.
Ooh.
The one who ends all and has killed many will seek you out momentarily should you pass.
So we might want to handle the.
All right, let's go to the south area really quick. Let's see what we got down there.
All right, we'll come back this way later. Thank you for the warning, guys.
As the doors close, you hear the roots retract back in.
They were nice.
So what did they say?
The floor boss is over there.
Okay, so we're going south or.
I don't want to go to that boy distraction.
Uh,
I'll tell you right now.
You know,
I
I'll tell
mean-
you two though. Those trees did say if we, from the implication, the boss isn't gonna look for us unless we go down that door. So we should be fine for now.
All
That's
right,
good.
all right. Well,
He's kind of
what
just
we
hanging
can
out over there.
I look at I look at our amazing warlock and say, well, to activate the void destruction runes, we could just send in Winx. I know
It
it's
takes
hard
an hour to
but-
cast
Stop
and takes one of my
killing
spell
me.
class.
We literally just went over that, Cameron.
I'm
Takes an hour to
saying not
cast.
now.
We're-
After
know
when
what?
we come back
I'm
to this
walking
room, we have
away.
no other options.
I'm walking down the other hallway.
You know what? Hey, give me one of your
Van's
chocolates.
heading down that way.
It summoned him last time.
I passed him one of my happy little chocolates.
No, I'm gonna
My
eat the
regular
chocolate.
chocolates.
Yeah, as you pop the chocolate in, it's got a slightly darker taste to it. It's a little more bitter. It's a solid piece of chocolate this time rather than the last two you've had. It cracks apart, tastes good. Nothing seems to happen.
Winx
Oh,
is bad.
and because some of us are, everyone but Grumpy's damaged, I'll give each person 4 hit die from the Fey energy pool.
Okay.
4 hit die? Woo!
Yeah.
4d10. All right.
By the way, John Paul Henry, since you have the bag of holding, you didn't look in it. I'm just curious
You
if you
didn't.
do
You
plan
also,
to.
yeah, you didn't look at it.
Oh,
I mean, if you don't want to, that's fully understandable. I just wanted to ask to make sure that wasn't something you were thinking about doing or not.
Yeah. Let me roll my 4 hit die first.
Dump it out. Flip it inside out, man. It'll be great.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Sounds like a bad
no.
idea.
That'll drop everything in there out.
So
Who knows what's in there?
that's
Do that.
4d12.
I fear for your hand.
DM is going to take a quick restroom break while the party contemplates a few things, and then we'll come back to if John Paul Henry wants to look in the bag of holding or not. I'll be right back momentarily.
So
You
it's
know,
got a
because
frowny face on it.
Grumpy's making jokes about the hand, Grumpy, I have regenerate to regrow limbs for a reason.
Oh, okay.
That's why I grab regenerate, because it doesn't heal as much as normal spells, but it does regrow limbs.
That's good. That's nice.
Alright. When he gets back, I'm totally gonna shove my hand in there.
Oh, also, if we do fight the Florus and everything goes wrong, I do also have transport via plants, which would just make a permanent portal in the plant to move through.
funny.
So we could just dive into a tree root and vanish if we really had to.
It might be plant based, honestly. I don't know.
Oh, are we about to have a fight of druid versus plant monster?
I don't know. You didn't really ask for a clarification
If we
on
do,
what it
you
was.
at least have fireball.
Yes, I have. I also
Ooh.
have fireball.
I have a lot of fireball.
How many fireball does Legacy Fireballs have?
Like 8, I think.
And can you
And
cast them
I
all at
will
once if you want?
say,
It is not.
the Rod of Loreley Might, the first button, it's a flame sword.
It is a flaming sword, and it's a sword of choice, so you could just make a great sword and just kind of go with it.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a lot of fire if we need to.
I'm waiting for it to be a plant monster that's immune to fire. It's like a complete reversible.
No, it's more like a stone plant.
It could.
It has the necklace has at most 9 beads on it.
Yeah, and since DM did not say otherwise, it has all 9 beads
Yeah.
because none have been used.
And the DC
Oh.
for it is 15.
And
Oh.
and Grubby, it's not that I can throw all at once. I can overcharge a bead, which then takes multiple beads. I can
Hey,
cast.
yeah.
Yo.
At a higher level.
So I can cast
So-
a 9th level.
Welcome back. I want to look. I definitely want to take a look inside this bag of holding.
Okay.
Put your head in there.
No.
What?
You said take a look in there. I just
Yeah,
imagine it put it over
and-
top of his head.
I mean, I know a bag of holding. It's a spatial thing, but it's not like that a weird little void thing.
Please do not go in the bag of holding. It never goes well.
Okay.
I'm not going in. I would like to know what is inside this bag of holding.
For my loot table, please give me call heads or tails.
Tails.
Okay. So as you go to reach in to the bag and pull out, you find. Give me a moment to pull up the thing. You pull out a rod of security.
Oh, that's good.
What does that do?
Security.
It makes like a safe zone that we can kind of live in for like 200 days. Well, I think it goes down for the more people that are in it, but
Yeah, divided by the number of creatures present.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, since it would be 5 of us, that's
For
still
each hour, a visitor gains hit points as if it has spent 1 hit die.
yeah. So it is a
Action to
slow.
activate. So if we
It
need
is-
to, like, in middle of combat, need to leave.
Yes, that would just let us vanish, so we could reappear in the same room. We come back at full health.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We also don't age while we're in there.
Every
And
time,
yes, if I-
I will say, with this bag does have a unique feature. Every time you reach into it, you will have to call heads or tails for it. Just as a heads up.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm gonna safely assume that if Hunter had picked heads, bad things would have happened.
I didn't
Probably.
say bad or good things would happen. I just said that it has a unique feature that every time you have to,
I
have
ju-
a
I just-
50-50
it was a-
shot.
No, yeah.
Does anyone have
Well, at least with
identify?
that-
I'm not a wizard. No,
Okay. Just
it's a
check.
wizard thing.
All right.
Alright, so
Lumpy,
I think,
The one that
so
could get it
good
was
to know, I think we're
the
okay.
rare bag of gambling. We'll keep that in mind.
Who wants to hold the rod of security, though, if things go bad?
I got it.
Okay.
It's mine.
We'll leave it with the charismatic bear.
Are you holding
I
it on
really
you, or are
don't
you
know.
putting it back in the bag, John Paul Henry?
I'll be putting it in my backpack.
In your backpack rather than the bag of holding? Okay.
Well, because if I have to roll again to pull it out.
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was every time I go in there.
Every time you put your hand in there, yes, you will have a 50-50 shot of something unique happening. That does not necessarily mean that you will not be pulling out the item that you're reaching for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and just keep it in the bag of holding then.
Alright, then give me another coin flip. Please call it.
Tails.
Alright. Okay. The rod goes in, nothing happens.
All right.
All right, heading down the south hallway, taking a very
Adventure
look
time.
around,
Come on, grab your friends.
if
Alright.
possible.
If possible to grab your friends?
No. If possible, to look around and get a view of the, basically the map. As we're
I
looking
got
down
you.
this hallway.
Yep. So as you lot enter, here is what you see: an extremely long hallway with 3 doors on either side. As the hallway splits roughly about about 5 feet in front of you into 2 separate hallways that you have to go to either end to get to the other side.
All right, guys.
All right, let's check each room as
We
we
have
go. I guess.
a lot of door options. Yeah. So
Which one
door
on
on the right side first.
Sure.
Okay, as you go walking down, heading down the right side, meaning you going further and further, you can no longer go down towards the left as you'll have to turn around and go back around.
Yep.
You come to the door, a simple, easy iron door that immediately opens up. You find a bunch of little gray pots sitting in the room. The room is about has a little about a 10-foot hallway going into it, and then is about 25 feet tall and about 25 feet wide, and then 10 feet long. And just along the wall, just a bunch of these gray pots just sitting there.
Like to
Look at
roll
all these
Arcana.
hats.
Look at all of these hats.
The pot seems to be a little deeper, more like water bases than anything.
I'd like to roll Arcana.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
I mean, my detect
24.
magic is still going.
So with a 24, you sense no magic. Detect magic. You sense no magic from these things. They're just closed clay pots.
Fair. That's fair.
Now, do we care about these clay pots, or do we move on?
I'm tempted to ask them if they're mimics.
Go ahead. You really feel like it.
Hey, is
Very
there any
worried about
mimics in
then.
here? If so, be nice just to reveal yourself now. Really don't want to walk further in here and have teeth in my ass.
Can be real. If a mimic actually reveals it when you ask, that'd be a really shitty mimic. I'm gonna be
You
honest.
hear,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
hear
no
off
problem.
in the distance, far behind you guys, in the room where the dragon turtle was coming from, or was in, a voice echoing down. Is tooths in your ass a common problem?
Who the hell is that?
Oh, hello there. Who's there?
The fuck? Looks back down the hallway towards that room.
There's nothing there.
Hello. What's your
That's
name?
before, boss.
Only when it's a
That'd be
mimic.
funny guy.
Hey man, what's your
Fucking-
name?
I don't know. I think I'm dead. Is all you get back.
You know that's fair.
Hey, are you the
it's
skeleton?
It might be the guy.
Am I a skeleton? You hear shouting from the distance still.
Do you
I
have
mean,
a
did you
boat?
buy in
Do
a
you have a
purple cloak?
I don't own a purple cloak. Who buys a purple cloak?
No, that's a different guy. All right, we'll find you in a minute.
I don't even know where I am.
We'll figure it out.
Stay there.
Okay, look. Can you look up?
I think I'm dead, you idiot, as I mentioned earlier. For some reason, I can hear you talking about teeth in your ass, though, which I'm concerned about if this is a problem.
Only
It is
when
for
dealing
him.
with mimics.
What's a mimic?
Living monster that usually looks like a mundane object.
That's
Lot of teeth.
fucking terrifying. Who fights this?
DM, can I go towards the voice?
You know what? We're going back. We are fucking going back
I'd like to
now.
go towards the voice. I'm
As
curious.
You lot turn around and start heading back. The voice seems to be coming from that room with the dragon doorknob.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
Let's
that
go.
dude.
Look,
Let's go.
we're opening the door again.
As
Hey,
you
what's
do-
your
Hello?
name?
As you do, you see the skeleton in the purple cloak, just as you saw it originally,
Hey,
and
what?
no voice.
Oh, we're being fucked.
I'm gonna
with.
close the door and talk through the door. Hello, you in there?
You hear nothing.
Motherfucker. He's ghosting us, literally.
Wow.
You hear
Hey.
off in the distance. That was not funny in the slightest.
Why
I'm
are you
dead?
over? Wait, why are you over there now?
You hear from down the hallway where down towards the room with the clay pots.
Being fucked with. Let's just ignore this.
Okay, where the fuck are you?
No, Cameron.
I'm dead. How
ignore it.
should I
God
know?
All right, let's go back to the rooms we were gonna explore. Let's go.
Yeah,
Go back and
we're
explore
ignoring
the
him.
playroom,
He's
'cause I don't-
annoying.
Hey, wait! I'm dead. Please help.
We help you
tried
people can't
to.
find you.
How does a dead person figure out where they are? Please explain this.
Well, you moved.
No.
Try turning your senses back on or become a ghost. Have fun.
That's very rude.
That was That was uncalled for, good sir. I hope you do get teeth in your ass.
I'll find you eventually. Probably. I'll try.
Look, on our way back, we'll look for you. I swear.
No, I actually will. I'm very curious.
Okay. But as you head back down the hallway, suddenly the voice begins to come from behind you once more.
God damn it.
Are you just
Is he still talking?
He still seems to be mumbling about something about someone getting teeth in their ass.
I'm ignoring him.
Okay.
Is there any curses that I would know of that would just cause someone's death to be that fucked up?
Such a specific curse.
Give me an Arcana
What the-
check.
Such a fucking specific that is a 30! That is a natural 20! Jesus fucking Christ.
No, but it isn't uncommon for spirits to. You would know that it's uncommon for spirits of adventurers to linger when they feel like their business is undone. It's also not uncommon to find spirits if people are really determined to one day resurrect in the hopes of being resurrected. People have a strong will to live and don't believe they are dead will typically, especially amongst adventurers, would stick
You know
around.
what?
I'd revive him if he told me his fucking name.
Hey, what's your name, dude?
Oh, you want to know my name? Why didn't you ask?
Yeah. I did ask. You never answered.
Did you ask? I didn't hear you. I
Yes.
was paying attention to teeth in the ass, man. My name's Vinasha. I was an adventurer, I think. I don't know. I was really good with a bow.
Did you hang the skulls of your enemies off your bow?
What
God,
was
who
the la-
the fuck who does that? That is
What was the
sick.
last thing you were doing when you were adventuring? Were you trying to like explore Aventium or like?
I was getting my ass kicked by a giant dragon.
I can try to revive you, but it depends on how long you've been dead.
How should I know? How does one know how long they've been
I'm not
dead?
asking. I'm not
What about the
asking.
world do you know?
I'm not
What
asking
is
you.
it?
I'm just saying
the
my
year you died.
There
You know,
were
No,
What's
I'm
the
asking him. I'm asking him for historical events to so know how
What?
long ago it was.
What country are you from?
there were dragons fighting giants. Is all I remember.
Oh, he is
You
way
are
too
well
far
beyond.
dead. He is
That's
way.
why I wanted to ask.
I can't revive this man.
If we get a wish spell, I'll bring you back. At least that.
Wait, what does that mean?
So I'm gonna
You're
be
too
honest.
long dead.
You've been dead for thousands of years. I can only revive to 200 years.
Wait, hold up though.
Yeah, sorry, man. Can't
what-
really do anything.
What's going on in the world right now? Why is there a bear in here?
I'm telling you, man, it's been like thousands of years.
God War again. Have fun knowing that.
Yeah,
Things
what
are
was it
fucked
called?
up.
Wait, there's gods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real. Yeah, the gods are real. Yep.
Wait,
There's a crazed robot going around slaying dragons. All sorts of weird shit.
what's a robot?
Metal
Or
thing.
Again,
A
Metal
warforged?
creature.
You mean like the Queen's warforged? That high dwarven queen chick? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
yeah,
an ancient,
similar.
that's an ancient event. I'm gonna move on.
Come on, guys. I mean, I want to get as much done as
You're a
possible.
wellspring of
Stop-
history. We will come back and resurrect you. Don't worry.
You don't even know where I am. How are you gonna resurrect me? I don't even
The
know
wish
where I
spell
am.
doesn't need that. Don't
We'll
worry.
figure it out.
It goes silent.
Okay, let's do
Alright,
the room on the
let's-
left.
Let's start going through the. No, I think we should still continue doing what we were doing in that one.
We're
room.
just gonna go
Right.
right, go all the way down right, check all the rooms, and then come back and check all the left. That seems like the smart way to do this, since we
Okay.
can't cross the hallway intermittently.
I need a party
Okay, we not?
consensus.
Yep.
Is
No,
there a wall?
there is a wall in
There
between
is
the
a
two.
wall.
I
sides.
see.
The
Okay.
right. Down the right. Second door.
Down
this
the
time.
right, yes.
Okay.
The second.
To the second door. All right.
Because we already saw everything that needed to be seen in the pottery room, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I
We
think
didn't open any of the pots, but
I don't care. I'm not touching
We
the
don't
box.
care. Let's continue.
Yeah, as you open up the doorway, you see again, about 10 feet into it, opens up into about a 40-foot room that's about 20 feet, or 15 feet long and about 20 feet tall. It seems to have a staircase descending from it. On either side, you see two statues. One of these statues looks to be a female dwarf carrying around what looks to be some sort of musket, like a miniature musket in her hand, and seems to be wearing just a simple, very simple leather cloak and normal pants, and looks to have some strange little like stone-looking simple tools on around her belt on her waist. The other statue seems to be of a satyr carrying a bow and seems to be covered in a chain shirt with a giant shield on their back, as well as
Hey, it could be him.
That dude.
Could be that guy. I don't know.
Okay, so one thing, this could be the side way to get down to the next floor and avoiding the fight.
Yeah, do we know how it's structured on how to get to the next level?
You have no idea. It's
No idea.
Aventium has never been mapped out.
I want to fight the big thing. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
We should probably fight the big thing. Yeah.
should clear a floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Next
alright.
room.
I guess. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna go down the stairway, or are you just going back
Nope.
out to the main hallway?
Back to the hallway.
All right. Johnny, are you following the rest of the party alongside with Boris?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay. As you come down, you come into another smaller, simple room that's about 10 foot by 15 feet, 15 feet wide, 10 foot long, and about 10 feet tall. It seems to be an extremely tight fit in this room. And as you look about, give me a minute. I'm just pulling up something. You see a tiny cat just laying in one of the corners of the room on a little like soft pillow.
Live?
Yeah, little black cat just laying there.
Boys, I got
Slowly
this.
look at the two
Nope.
proclaimed druids.
Nope. I got it. Hold on.
Could speak.
I would
man.
like to talk to it in its native tongue.
Okay. What do you say?
Meow.
Well, yes. However, it's gonna actually mean something, Cameron. Hey there. What you doing in the dungeon?
You all see as the cat, keeping its eyes closed, seems to raise its head slightly and look over toward and kind of move its head in the general direction, and it begins to speak and says, "Unique. I was expecting stupid people."
The others kinda.
You see, Johnny. You can see that Boris seems to be understanding what they're saying as he's staring at and watching this. The cat just kind of looks up and goes, "Well, to answer your question, I was waiting for a powerful wizard of some sort to cast a curse on. I was once a very powerful magic caster myself. Unfortunately, I fell for a true polymorph from the damn dragon, and then he trapped me in a fucking cage for a few thousand years. Now I have a spell cast on my eyes that, with the last of my magic, causes me to swap souls with whoever I open them and make eye contact with."
Would you like to true polymorphed again? I have the same spell.
He takes a minute. I was not expecting someone to be able to actually talk to me and do this.
Well, we are the same race right now, you know.
I mean, I was planning to just steal someone else's body, but I mean,
I can make you a new one.
well, I guess if you do, I'm happy to assist you lot and join your band of. Well, I can't really see you, so I don't know what the fuck you are, to be honest.
A bunch of elves and shifter. What race were you? I can do my best.
I was at one time a dwarf of sorts, is what you would call them in your tongue.
Duragar or, mountain. There's a few different dwarf breeds now. All a little different.
I don't know, to be honest.
Was your skin more pale? Was it more tan, shorter, a little bit taller for dwarves?
I don't know.
Well, I guess it's fine. Worst case, you're a slightly different dwarf, but almost the same race. It's not the biggest difference. I'll turn them into a mountain dwarf.
As you go to transform them and you cast a spell, they don't shift into a mountain dwarf, as they seem to be too short for the size and seem to be very lean. Very similar to what the Vidan, but even a little shorter than the Vidan, being that this creature suddenly morphs into about a 4'6", roughly in the 180s of pounds, blue eyes, brown long hair, tan skin, female dwarf. She looks at you lot, and let me pull up a picture of her for a moment.
Yeah.
Whenever you
Mac
can, I'd like
statue?
to ask Boris what the heck's going on here.
Boris looks over at you and goes, and speaking in the traditional bear tongue.
Yes.
Looks at you and goes, evil wizard cat wanted to take someone's soul and now is being turned into a human again, or dwarf.
Oh.
Not wizard I'm looking for.
Gotcha. Loud and clear.
There's been a lot of true polymorphing. I'm wondering why he hasn't offered that to Boris yet.
I don't know, maybe.
I was never asked.
Yeah.
Plus, if it's a curse and it wasn't a true polymorph, because this only worked on them because they were also true polymorphs, so I'm kind of just reversing the process.
I mean, to be fair, we've traveled with each other a long time, and
probably
of course
tried.
we've known about. we either tried
I
already.
will
or,
say
you know-
that true polymorph has never worked on Boris. He is actually cursed.
there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Alright.
that's this
So
woman just
cheap
kind of
magic.
stands in front of you and kind of appears and looks at you and goes, "Well, shit, I guess." And she kind of waves her hands over her eyes, and suddenly you see the two arcane symbols on her eyes disappear. Vidoral, you read these immediately as a long lost spell you recall from a book. You don't know what the spell did, but you've heard of something called Soul Swap.
Interesting.
Pretty straight to the point. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
kind of just stands up, cracks her neck, pulls out a small arcane cannon into her hand, and kind of starts tinkering and messing with it, and looks at you lot and goes, "Huh? A handsome bear? A bear on 2 feet? A elven boy? I'm guessing a tiefling?" She looks at Van Doral, and "You're not from this plane," she looks at Vaughn. "In fact, you're not
Ah.
from this multiverse, are you?"
Not really, no, but made my home here thus far.
She looks at you and goes, "Interesting. You're like me."
Oh, you also got spat through time and space? Fucking
No,
sucks.
I traveled here, but I know so did you.
I didn't do it willingly.
She looks at you and goes, "Interesting. Allow me to introduce myself," as she kind of scratches her head. I think, and she starts to speak in proper common now, not as accented as thickly. She goes, "My name is Lady Oventium. You mentioned something about being in a fortress of Oventium. What was that?"
That's what the place is
Yeah.
called.
This
That's
is
what
the
place
long.
called.
This is the long abandoned, basically dungeon city of Ventium. It's full of powerful monsters. We were tasked to clear it out slowly.
Who rules the gods currently?
Nobody.
Well,
died.
most gods are dead.
She raises an
So
eyebrow.
no one, kind of.
Are the
Shagnarok's awake.
She pulls a little a notebook
Actually, Cameron, Shagnarok's been captured.
and she starts
Uh,
checking.
That was the
things
world
off.
news today.
That's all that Van said.
Yeah, she starts checking things off and goes, "What reality are we? Oh wait, the gods are gone. Wait, is this the reality with the block of cheese that has become the leader of the domain of Moors?"
I don't think
Uh,
so.
Oh
no.
what? She
doesn't
crosses
sound-
that off. Oh, good, thank God. Okay, and she puts her notebook
we-
back in her pocket.
We had a dwarf called the High King. A bunch of realities just melded together.
Oh, we're down this. Oh God. She says,
Yeah.
"That means that my." Okay, that explains why you lot are here. Okay, and she nods and goes, okay, well, I guess I'll join your little motley crew for the time being. This doesn't seem to be one of the hostile realities.
What do you mean by hostile?
Oh, trust me, there are things that are far worse out there than what's happening here.
She looks over at Van and looks at him up and down for a second and says, "You know, you're really starting to remind me of someone from another timeline." She looks at you, but she kind of just shakes her head and goes, "Anyways, Sorry, allow me to really properly introduce myself. Lady Oventium, the creator of, the Fortress of Oventium. I've built it in every multiverse so far in existence.
Oh,
Sweet. that's
So
cool.
you know all the secret stuff about it.
Yes and no. I didn't build this one, but to be fair, another
Okay.
version of me did.
quick rundown of this one then. Abandoned for a long time, monster on every floor, stronger monster on each floor as you go down. First floor already had a dragon turtle.
And a ghost
Like-
dragon. Well, that kind of wasn't here before.
There
wasn't it? That kind of came here, right?
I can only assume what's on lower floors.
As well as there's also a room back a ways that is just full of self-destruction spells and counter spells.
Yeah, void destruction. Yeah, not fun.
Is it? Have you? Wait. And she looks over at Johnny for a second and goes, "Are you cursed currently?"
I don't know.
You got
I-
more
Yes,
handsome.
yes,
Can I just
am.
point at the bear? Can I just point at the bear?
The bear's
I
cursed.
am.
I wanna
point
at-
I think I'm cursed, and I know my mentor here is as well, pointing at.
Boris.
So
There
we're,
it is.
we're in this timeline. Okay. She starts writing something down again.
Oh shit!
Well, that's a good sign. At least you guys probably you shouldn't die till the 5th floor. She closes her book. Okay. Well, I at least now know where I roughly am. Well, I can tell you that already one of you has caused a disturbance here enough to the point where the fortress has gotten stronger and is responding. So, besides that, you guys should be good. And she nods and goes, "May I? Do you mind if I join you and come along as? No, I won't be able to guide you. To be honest, I have no idea where the fuck we are even in this because this makes no sense. This should be the 23rd floor." She looks around.
First,
Yeah, this is the
Yeah, we're the
first,
first floor.
That makes,
There's 100 if that changes anything.
that makes no.
as far as we know.
Only 100 floors.
As far as we know, no one's exactly been that far down.
This
Must
place
be
is
on
very
15.
unmapped in this reality.
This makes
Well,
no sense.
Hunter, no one's been on 15 and survived.
Makes no sense. Interesting. She looks at you and goes, I guess I am of no help. We're on our own for this one.
Well, we
What are
know
your
where
expertise?
Fun looking around and exploring.
we know where the leader of the first floor is. We're just not going there yet.
Oh, you should probably kill him if you actually want the cloak of invisibility spells that are set up all throughout the fortress.
We
to,
were planning. We were just checking the rest of the floor first.
You won't find anything else here except for hags, I imagine. I mean, the first
Oh,
floor,
well.
it shouldn't be that strong of a boss at this point. He should be pretty weak.
Well, if it was the 23rd floor, what was on the 23rd floor?
Well, he should be pretty weak to me. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I don't know what you do. I don't even know who you are, to be honest.
Yeah,
let's
rundown.
go fight the floor boss.
I guess rundown. I'm the healer
Yeah.
of this group.
She
I-
just
We
starts following.
sword
We have a
mage.
large bear barbarian.
Okay.
We have a warlock of some sort,
I do.
and
I
Vaughn is some kind of magical swordsman.
She nods and goes, "Okay. Well, if you're looking for proper loot around here, yeah, killing the floor boss is the easiest way to get rid of all the monsters on the floor. Lets you explore without issues. Just as a piece of advice. Also, if you don't kill the floor boss, as I've learned quick enough, most of the time they can force regen the entirety of the dungeon and force you to go
No,
further down.
yeah, we know.
Oh no! Oh, okay. She laughs and goes, "Well, as long as you're prepared for that. There is one room around here that has something interesting in it, but there's a 50-50 chance on whether it'll kill you or not, or send you down further."
is it that bag that Johnny has on his?
And she
His
kind of
hip
tilts
right
her
there.
head and looks over at Johnny. And
Is
goes,
it the bag with a frowny face?
No, that's
Oh.
just a bag.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Just
All
one.
right,
just
so
checking.
okay, so are we gonna go fight the floor boss?
I
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
You may want to take a quick
get it,
rest.
let's
right?
get a
Because-
move on.
So, Madam Aventium, what are your specialties?
As you guys start heading down, are you guys gonna take a rest, as Vaughn asked?
I would think so. We may as well.
I suppose.
'Cause I'll get my pool of healing back because I used to
Taking a
long.
long rest. Okay.
Winks will return.
Yeah, as you lot kind of start setting up camp in the hallway, unless you're setting up somewhere else.
We'd probably go back to one of the smaller rooms.
Do we want to use a side room that's more defendable?
Which room
Yeah.
do you want to? You want to go back to the original room?
No, we should go to the Dragon Turtle. There was an area with cupboards and everything, so...
Yeah, that one seemed decent.
Go there then, I guess.
All right. So as you head back down towards it, you hear the person's
Oh.
voice again. Where am I?
There's
Oh,
also
yeah,
that guy
that-
that's stuck here.
By the way, Lady Eventum, couldn't find him. We went towards the voice, and his voice was somewhere else, so we've kind of been ignoring him.
He's also really old.
Can't revive him. Been dead way too long.
It's about 2,000 years, roughly.
Way more than that.
She just kind of looks and looks at Vendora and goes, to your original question, I'm an artificer, if you will. I tinker with shit.
Oh, nice.
You know, kind of the type that likes to put explosive belts on the tank and watch them run into battle and die.
Slowly, Van smiles.
That
That's
should make things a little more
fun.
interesting.
That's my
Cameron,
specialty.
you're a tank.
There's a thing called Vorpal Mine I picked up from a wizard at one point. One of my favorite spells to put on the chest of tanks and such. Good way to cause, if the enemy hits it, it activates and can cut their head off.
That
But-
smells
We can
pretty.
try that.
It also has the chance with if depending on if it malfunctions, it can cut off the person that it was cast on, and make it so they're unrevivable.
What is that?
This is why I don't
Well-
cast it on myself.
Can you cast it on my familiar?
No, magical creatures I can't. I have a hard enough time even putting it on magic casters, to be honest. She kind of sits down and starts pulling out some rations.
Worth
Um,
a shot.
She looks over at Ben and goes, you know, Vaughn, you got something's off about you. You for some reason the bells in my head are ringing. Tell me, what's your story?
Oh, it's not very interesting if I'm honest. Submitted myself to a few experiments by a crazed wizard for shits and giggles because death seems to never want to take me. And during that, during one of them, apparently when the universe here was crashing together, I got yanked into this world. Wasn't exactly fun.
She looks at you and goes, huh. Alright. Interesting. And she starts writing down in her little notebook again as she sits down. You guys can go ahead and write off a long rest as you are sitting here.
Dan
resting.
will spend his 4-hour trance and then just get up and offer her just one of the normal chocolates he carries.
Oh, also, does temp HP get reset in a long rest or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Dang.
You do lose your temp HP.
Dang it. Very sad.
As you guys, about 8 hours go by, nothing seems to happen, and Lady Oventium kind of looks at you lot and goes, you know, I don't know which floor boss this is, but I'm going to give you some advice here. Why don't you lot go on ahead? I'm going to see if I can get something for your friend Boris there to actually be of use.
If it helps with what it is, sentient plants warned us that he was ahead.
That's, yeah. You know what? Any of you cast message? Or sending?
Not a wizard. Sorry.
No.
I don't know that magic.
I can get away fast, that's about it.
She looks at you lot and goes, God, you're useless.
Rude. Yeah, sorry.
How do you not have... How do you communicate with each other? Aren't you like an adventuring party?
We were just
We kinda got
just
tossed
by the
together.
rule of the
We got
lands
tossed
here.
together.
Other than me and the bear man, we all just met.
Wow, that's interesting. And she kind of taps. She kind of goes up to Johnny and goes and taps him on the shoulders, or kind of smacks him on the shoulders, and goes, "I wish you the best of luck on the floor boss while I find something for your dear compatriots. You can now add a D4 to one of your attacks, saving throws, checks, or any dice roll you wish."
Yeah. Sending bard, cleric, wizard. No, we don't have sending.
Yay!
But yeah, you can add a D4 to one of your rolls for the next chance as you wish.
Alright. What resistance do I take for this upcoming battle?
But she looks at you and goes, I'm gonna go see if I can find what I'm looking for, and she starts kind of walking off down the hallway. I have something I need to find if this is where I think we are. I wish you luck in your fight against the boss. If you manage to do it before I get back, don't worry, I'll have a gift for your friend Boris here.
Oh, thank you, man.
Alright. Do our best.
She smiles and goes,
Lead the way.
Yeah!
I'll let the bear and the healer lead the way since they're the ones that can talk to the trees.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, Boris probably
didn't-
can, but
The
you know, I
trees
can
didn't seem
too.
to want to kill us. They just gave us a fair warning, and then they were gonna get out of our way.
They heard Winks.
They did thump Winks. That is confirmed.
Yeah, but then they didn't.
Back now.
So
I mean-
you know,
I could just look at him and say, let's throw Winks into that other room and see if there's anything in there.
No.
yo, Cameron, Winks is gonna hate you by the end of this game. Oh, Ventia.
All right.
Thomas, this is your idea.
I mean,
Okay.
I'll look him dead in the eyes and tell him it's my idea. He can be summoned
As-
back, the rest of us can't.
Good for you guys. We're leaving.
As you lot head down towards the other stairway and head back into the doorway to the east, coming up to the hallway, opening it up, you see as the plants or the the treants immediately activate their roots once again, blocking the pathway.
Hello again.
Ye who speaks to the trees, know that the dragon is upon thee.
Wait, I'd like to look around. Wait. Wait a minute.
Give me a perception check.
We'll see. Passive 37. Let's see how the normal perception check goes. 27 for active perception.
You identify the 5 treants in the room that are very obvious as they stick out and have small faces on them. While their roots are thick and large, the bodies of the trees seem to be extremely scrawny. You don't see a dragon anywhere. It's just you and your party mates.
Well, we'd like to pass. We acknowledge the threat of the dragon.
Ye who have recognized the threat of the boss are welcome to pass as the tree vines completely, or the roots break apart from the brick and you watch as some pieces fall.
Thank you.
Thanks
All right,
for the
let's
warning.
go
You're gonna die.
They said we've acknowledged the threat and are allowed to pass. Let's get it.
Sweet.
Okay, let's go on this.
As you turn towards the doorway, you see the giant brass door with looks to be a strange calamity of a dragon designed terrorizing the land of the dwarves as they fought to shove it into what looks to be the city of Oventium.
Oh, wonderful. A country-threatening dragon. What a start.
we
Just so you
can
know,
do it.
DM, I did the normal of casting Foresight and Magic Armor myself after the long rest.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
I think at this point it's just a staple. Everywhere
Yeah.
else.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, 14.
You see in your future fighting what looks to be a dragon that is far larger than this fortress.
What color?
He with a
Good to know.
14, it is metallic. That's all you can tell.
Metallic-y, big
what-
dragon. This is gonna be a big room, guys.
Out. Alright. Let's do this.
Okay, John Paul Henry. Just for the sake of it, give me a strength check to open this
Yeah.
door.
19 plus 9, 28 goes up to a 29.
All right, as you go and you shove on this door, it's heavy. Even you're able to move it, but you can feel as your muscles are straining. And as you go to push, it finally opens, and you open up the room to a very small pink fur all over the walls. A very brightly colored red carpet, seems to be extremely fluffy. A simple white table and a little flowery design tea set with a little girl just sitting at the table pouring tea.
Do you have something to wipe my feet? It's kind of dirty. I don't want to get your carpet dirty.
The little girl kind of looks up, and immediately you just see as she goes from a smile to a grimace, and suddenly the teeth start popping out, and she starts to slowly grow larger as the room expands.
I was literally thinking, what are the odds that she's the dragon? Just kind of.
Yeah, no, I knew she was the dragon
And
immediately.
immediately a brass great worm now stands over you
Great
lot.
So I take it you don't care if I track dirt in here. Oh, okay.
He's still asking.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
He's like, I'll take it. Then it's fine then.
You watch as the carpet burns under her feet, under the dragon's feet.
Are you kidding me? I
Yo,
rolled
this is
two
when I get an
threes.
act.
A 17.
Okay.
24 for me.
I'm
His head's
at least I'm
fucking
not
great.
going fur.
I
It's
have rolled
true.
2 3s.
Hey,
I have rolled shit
Pandemonium!
initiative.
Yo,
Every
Grumpy get the pandemonium roll.
Grumpy got the double Pandemonium.
What does that
Also, I want to say, of course, the boss fight is where the healer gets high initiative.
mean?
I will say immediately, it is Vaughn. You jump to action as the dragon transforms. You are up first.
You know, it's quite rude to get that angry when he was being very polite. And, well, I don't want to use my movement. How far away from the dragon am I?
So the room expands, but you are still only 10 feet from the dragon. The doorway, however, and hallway is only 5 foot wide, so only one of you can fit in the hallway at a time.
Well, I'm just gonna pass through and get to the side of the dragon if I can see there with stepping into the mist.
Okay.
Bonus action cantrip of movement.
Yeah, as soon as you do, the dragon activates a legendary ability and gets an immediate attack on you for coming into its space.
Alright.
So it is going to immediately take a claw attack. That is a 37 to hit. I assume that hits Vaughn?
It does. I'm just debating on something. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take this hit.
Okay. You take 20 points of magical slashing damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw, otherwise you will be grappled.
That is an 18.
You watch as Vaughn is picked up into the dragon's clutches as it after clawing at him and is being held, and you are now considered grappled by the Great Worm.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
So you are at, let's see, let me pull up everything for this. Okay, so you are basically grappled, and this means that until the grapple is ended, you are stuck here in its hands. So let's see what you got.
Or unless I can get out of it. That's
Yep.
a general thing, but I may not want to leave. Oh, what do I want to do now? Probably wouldn't be able to dispel all of this dragon's magic. That'd be a bad idea.
That would be something, alright. God.
Well, you know, I don't really like being grappled. I'll use one of my actions to step into the mist again, move my foot into the mist and slip away.
Okay.
And I will be aiming to land on its head.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check just to see if you can get specifically there.
That's a 22.
Yeah, as you step into the mist once more, you end up on top of its head.
Quite rude, quite rude. And since that was an action, I already used my bonus action. Oh well, I'm gonna take 4 attacks at it with my longsword, right on its head. That's an 18. I'm assuming that doesn't hit.
That does not hit.
That is a crit.
Oh, no.
You just hit its AC, but go ahead and roll
That's a
to confirm.
33. That's a 7. I don't confirm, but I
Oh.
do get to roll.
So
as
either double the
crit damage.
dice or double the damage.
I'm just gonna roll my double the dice. Crit damage here.
30.
That is 16
32 AC,
magical
yes.
Okay.
16 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
That's
It
a
takes
second
that
attack.
quartered.
That's 28, so
That
I
does
missed.
not hit.
And that's a 31.
That does
I
not
missed.
hit.
Oh, fuck.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn, Vaughn? Or yes?
You know what? Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn. I'll
Okay.
stay up here, though, so that if it tries to hit me, it'll more likely hurt itself, too.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys watch as Vaughn gets clawed into and then immediately grappled up, picked it up into the dragon's grasp and teleports onto its head, only managing to barely scratch it. The dragon seems unbothered by it as the brass great worm takes its turn. It is first going to use its breath weapon. I need everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw, and Vaughn included at disadvantage. To see if you
Wait,
get knocked
how
off
am I
her
getting
head.
hit by-
You're not taking
Oh.
damage, it's if you fall off her head.
So deck save.
Yes, at disadvantage.
That's a 12.
Okay.
Oh,
Ouch.
it was about to be a 19 plus 2.
If 13 fails, I'm using Indomitable.
13 will fail. Don't forget for Boris, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh no,
And that'll
Winks.
make me reroll one more
Winks
time.
is gonna die again.
Roll, that's a
Alright.
19.
Winks is. I'm not. Do you want me to roll
Can Winks get higher than a 25?
for a dex saving throw?
Correct.
No.
Then don't bother rolling.
Even if he did, I'm pretty sure the half damage from dodging would still kill Winks.
Vaughn, you do
perhaps.
fall to the ground. You take no damage. You won't get hit by the breath weapon, but you are no longer on top of her head.
With a 19?
Yes.
Damn.
Alright. That is 97 fire damage.
Dear God.
Half that. You are fighting a great worm. It's not going to be as easy as it was last time. This one's much stronger. That'd be 48
You
for
don't
half
have
damage.
robot this time, do you?
No, he doesn't have a dragon slaying sword either. So yeah, that's 48 damage for those who have it halved for fire resistance. That
And
is
how much was it?
97 in total, 48 halved. It is in the chat as well. Alright, and as it does that, it's going to use its second action now that it hasn't moved. And it is immediately going to cast. Give me a moment to find it. Alright, I need a charisma saving throw for Vaughn.
Is this effect to be charm?
No, this is banishment.
Oh,
You know what? Fuck that counterspell.
At 4th level, what level are you casting Counterspell at? Just confirm.
I'm casting it at 3rd.
Okay, so you will have to,
I'll just roll an intelligence check because that's the same thing as my modifier right now.
that's fine.
That is a 21.
You succeed. The spell is countered.
I'm not going anywhere, love.
The dragon looks down at you for a moment and just kind of
Cringe.
irritated.
Cringe.
And it's going to use its third action to make its multi-attack. All on Vaughn, who has just pissed it off. That is a 28 to hit Vaughn for the first bite.
Yeah, that'll hit.
You take 26 points of piercing magical damage on top of 20 points of force damage.
So 40.
Yep. And then it has 2 claw attacks. That is a 25 for the first,
That hits.
and a 27 for the second. So I'll just roll
That
both
hits.
those. That is 23 piercing or slashing damage magical. You are not grappled though, as she's not trying to grapple you. And
20.
that is another 20 damage for the second one. Another magical slashing.
Ah, that hurt.
She looks down at you and glares for a moment, irritably or irritated.
Really wish I wouldn't use my reaction on counterspell now.
And that
Coulda used that later.
is the end of her turn. Kots, you are up.
can I see Vaughn?
Yeah, being beaten and bitten and slashed at.
Vaughn, do you trust me?
As much as I can.
Okay, I cast polymorph.
What do you polymorph him into?
A pit fiend.
Oh
Alright.
boy.
Good to know.
I get my class features as a pit fiend. This is gonna be fucking great.
Yes, but most importantly, it's immune to fire.
That's also a good thing.
so
Okay.
I'll pull up the pit fiend.
Alright, yeah, go ahead. Alright, so as you polymorph him into a pit fiend, so you have the pit fiend's health, and you have its stats plus your class features. You don't get to keep your racial features while you're polymorphed though, remember that.
That's fine.
no,
alright.
but because it's technically a humanoid thing, you could still use your magic sword to get a higher hit modifier
True.
from what it has. So you'll go from 14 to a 16 to hit.
Yep. All right. As you watch, as the magic goes off, and Vaughn turns into this white-haired, blue-eyed pit fiend, this giant, like purple floating little devil with a little tail with an arrow sticking out.
On saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
All right, Cots. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm once again going to use my Balm of the Summer Court to divvy up health for the people.
Okay.
How many things?
Each of you takes 6, so that means you also get 6 temp HP.
So your healing's going to come in handy because I can see John Paul Henry's HP and how bad that just hit.
So it's
So
6.
I get 6
6
HP.
6 hit die and 6 temp HP.
I get 6 temp HP as a fucking pit fiend. This is
You don't. You're not close enough.
No, you're
Oh.
not close enough in the room. You're in the room.
Plus, plus you're at full health.
But
I'm not
you wouldn't
using just
gain
6.
anything.
I only have so many of these.
You said 6,
Alright.
correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, I get and whatever I roll for the hit die, I also get the Boris, right?
Correct. I'll give you a second to roll that. There you go. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Cots, after you send out little green waves of healing to your party mates?
Actually, I do have a question. So, does the hit die also include like the plus whatever, or is it just the die?
What do you mean?
So, like when it's like for my hit die, it's a D12 plus 5.
Uh-huh.
Do I roll just D12s, or do I add the plus 5 to
The
my
plus
roll?
5's for each hit die, right? And it stacks. Per hit die.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so then I'll make sure. I
Roll
add
each
that on.
one, and you're just gonna get a flat 30, because of
Yep.
your 6 hit die.
Gotcha.
Well, since I haven't moved,
Mm-hmm.
actually, no, I can't, because I'm holding concentration. No, yeah, that's all.
Okay.
I'll wait for that later.
At the end of your turn, the Brass Great Worm is going to use one of its other legendary actions to cast Imprisonment. I need a Wisdom
I'd like to use a
saving
reaction.
throw. Oh, yes.
I will use a counterspell.
It
At
counterspells
fifth
your
level.
counterspell at 9th level.
Well, okay. Never mind.
I need a Wisdom saving throw from Vaughn.
okay. I get to make this at advantage too.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that didn't matter. Imprisoment's got me.
Yeah, you are suddenly entombed thousands of feet away from the party in nothing but earth and magical force. There, you are not. Nothing can pass through the sphere, and nor can any creature teleport or use planar travel to get out of it. It lasts. Let me see. Just saying, because I know it's constant. Dispel can end the spell only if it is cast at 9th level spell, targeting either the prison or the special component used to create it, which you don't see a component that the dragon is using. And is this concentration?
The casting time is a full minute.
Mm-hmm. And you'll find out why it's going off here in a minute.
Notice maybe
Yes.
a prepared spell.
And there is it is not concentration. It's just until dispelled.
And how long is it? Do we get to know or no?
Until dispelled.
That's what it doesn't have a time. If we don't kill the dragon or get rid of it, he's stuck there forever.
Okay.
Okay.
So Vaughn is literally out of combat until you get.
I'm gonna.
You
I
dispel.
know I failed, so I'll pop the Indomitable and see if I can succeed.
Oh.
Wait, is it possible for me to succeed with a +1?
No, the spell DC is
A
25.
+1? Wait. You should have pit fiends of a +10.
Oh, plus. Oh yeah, I'm using Pit.
Cameron,
You have
Right
all the pit. You have
What
a
was your
plus-
original?
They still wouldn't have passed, but I'll pop the Indomitable still.
Let's say you have a +10 with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, no, that doesn't matter.
Nope.
That's a 14.
Vaughn
I'm
is
still
out of combat currently and gone as you all watch. Alright. Well, that's the end of its legendary action. John Paul Henry, you are up.
Well, John Paul Henry will do what John Paul Henry does best.
Rage and charge.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
All right,
It'll only be 10
I
feet
want-
you have to charge in, so.
gotcha. So what I want to do is I want to go behind one of the front legs because I want to start attacking at its like dragon ankle.
All right, as you charge in under one of its ankles, I mean, the dragon's very tall, rather tall, so you'd be able to get under it pretty easily. As it's
I
focusing
want
on
to see if I
management.
can. I want to cut its dragon Achilles. Damn it!
Okay, you can go ahead and roll to hit it and see what you can do as you start chopping at its ankles like a tree, like as if it's a tree.
Nope. All my days at forest. I will cut through this trunk. Damn it!
Let's
All
see,
right. Does a 34 hit?
that hits.
All right. 22 plus 4.
So 26.
26 of damage. Yes.
As you slash into the dragon's its ankles, you hear it scream out, and it's now focused on you.
Ah! I'll hit it again.
All right.
Does a 35 hit?
35 hits.
24 damage.
As you slash into it, the dragon roars out in pain once more.
All right. With my double blade axe and my hobnail boots, I go where the timber's tall.
As you start singing and slashing in a rage, the dragon... Is that the end of your turn, John Paul Henry?
Yes, cause of my movement.
Alright,
and
before Boris goes, it's going to use its shattering roar. I need everyone minus Van to give me a con saving throw.
I'm gonna use lucky on that one because I know 19's not gonna save.
God.
9, but I fully know I don't think I can make the save.
An 11. I rolled a 3 to 5. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll keep it as a 22 just in case.
And Boris?
I assume not. For Boris, what is? Cause let me double check what his con modifier is. +3. Okay, let's see. Not 22 as well.
Okay. Everyone fails.
Shit.
And you take 28 points of thundering damage. You are all incapacitated until the end of its next turn. The brass
Oh,
great
no.
worm.
I'll take half damage though because
Yep.
of rage.
As you
10.
all black out, that does mean that Kot's your spell, which was polymorph, was your concentration spell, correct?
Which would be over because he's 1,000 feet away from me.
It also, it cancels out.
ended
Which, Vaughn,
already
you find
over.
yourself back to your normal form once more.
Well, imprisonment puts him to sleep.
Yes. No. No, you are correct.
I've used incapacitated before. That was Rashaz's 9th double spell.
It's imprisonment, not incapacitate.
I'm incapacitated because I'm looking
No,
at the
you are. No, there's no mention. He can be awake. You don't have to eat, breathe, or drink, but he was buried, not anything else. None of the others. Slumber is the one you're thinking of. The target falls asleep and can't be awoken. Yeah, he used burial for his. And as you guys all fall incapacitated, Vaughn, you suddenly find yourself back in the room with the party, waking up first as you come to an empty room. And as you look around, the rest of you see the dragon's head just kind of sitting on the tea table where Lady Oventium's just sitting there drinking some tea.
Oh my god.
Is Vaughn back?
Yeah, Vaughn, you're in the room again.
I'm probably just sitting at the table with her because I would have hopped back the moment the dragon was killed. It's like, fuck her
Is
doing,
the
bro.
dragon dead?
As you guys all slowly wake up, you just see a dragon's skull, a giant dragon skull sitting on the table.
Oh, we were not prepared for that.
I would have liked to got a little earlier.
Well,
But, yes.
As each of you kind of stand up, Lady Oventium looks over at you and goes, I'd advise doing some research, maybe talking to the monsters, or
We did try and talk
or
to it.
shooting it in its very obvious phylactery that was sitting in the tea set. As she points to a little red boss that was hidden right behind the little tea set that you guys couldn't see.
yeah, kind of filled the room once we entered.
They all do that, don't worry. They're all powerful creatures. That was one of the weakest ones. And she kind of looks about and goes, he did say his name, or her name was something along the lines of, Dura from Clan Amar? I don't know.
I don't know, dragon speak.
That's where they get their name. Ah, okay.
I don't know. She was real upset though when I activated the trap that was set in this room. She smiles. But you lot did it. She claps her hands. You lot gonna go further down?
I think we should take a rest and explore the rest of this floor, unless you've already done that.
Oh well, the bosses are all the monsters are dead now that this. She pats the skull. Is dead.
Oh, did you find something for Boris?
Oh yes, and she starts kind of looking or digging around in a bag of hers and pulls out something, and you sets it down. You see this full mithril armor as well as claw attachments for a bear.
Oh.
His
It's
damage will be
beautiful.
magical now if you put this on him. His AC or his armor will probably be about the same as in his bear form, I imagine. Probably not that high because of the mithril being kind of soft, but it should make it so he can actually hit things down here.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, ma'am.
And she looks at the rest of you and goes, so I'm gonna recommend, and she hands a book over to Kotz, and says, I recommend reading through that. That'll give you some of the floor bosses and some information from one of the adventurers I found dead in the back corners. Turns out, there was another wizard back there that was dead. He had imbued his soul into his staff just long enough to make sure this book got to whoever found him. So, good news, I found the book, and here's his research, apparently. Yeah.
Sweet.
Very cool.
How long ago is the? How long ago does the research look? Is it old? Is it?
As you start reading through it, it lists the dragon, and it states its one weakness is a little vial that's sitting on the table that the dragon protects that will kill it instantly. Otherwise, it's an immortal dragon.
I could revive this wizard.
She goes, oh, I don't know how long he's been dead. You're welcome, too. His name was, I don't know, it started with a V.
Ah, that guy. No, he's been dead for a while.
Oh, that dude. Yeah, he was kind of screaming about being dead from like 7,000 years ago.
He stopped screaming after the dragon died, don't worry.
Oh, that's nice at least.
Maybe the last thing he wanted was make sure this dragon died.
Maybe. She looks at you and goes, besides that, I mean, there ain't much here. This dragon didn't have much of a horde. Most of the stronger monsters took from it. Looks like it got what was left of the remnants of the monsters that were forced upwards. So it's only gonna get harder from here, kids. And she smiles and goes, I recommend maybe coming up with a better strategy than, being sent somewhere else to, as a pit fiend.
Hey. I tried to resist.
Each of these monsters are going to have uniqueness to them, especially these dragons. Any of these dragons out here are old as shit. They're going to all be magic casters of the 9th level or higher. Like, y'all are fighting some hard fights if you're not prepared.
I wonder if Durmar knew who this was.
Oh, it did.
Ventium goes, I'm going to recommend y'all take a rest here for the day, and maybe start planning out what you think before you go down another level. And that is actually where we're going to end session today. With the boss gone, the party was about to be wiped out.
But we saved the one person who could save our asses.
Yeah. We all thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys here for tomorrow for Sunday's session, where we will have a special guest during session. Also, on top of that, we have Monday session and next week, where on next Friday we will have the party taking on level 2 if they decide to, or if they decide they want to go and do some more exploring around here to see what they can find.
She said there was